consummated. Damn devil, Revelation says it. The Israelites gon' let them have it. And Lord's will, I'm in the mix. All nations getting their face fixed. Hear a voice saying, come up hither. Some of y'all think this hate speech. Read the scripture, let the Bible speak.
Outside selling the instructions in my sleep. Told me, son, to man, get up, you gotta eat. If you're not offended based on how we preach, yeah, I'm sticking to the milk, but it gets deep, deep, deep. Outside selling the instructions in my sleep. Live by bread alone, I gotta eat. I got knowledge, but sometimes I'm rude in speech. Yeah, I'm sticking to the milk, but it gets
Line, I'm about to fall. Oh, you gon' hear about it. You gon' hear about it. Right now you in your kingdom, and that's why you're showing out in front of everybody. In front of everybody. Babylon about to fall. Oh, you gon' hear about it. You gon' hear about it. The prophecy and revelations coming true, and I know that you read about it. You done read about it. Babylon about to fall.
Babylon about to fall down. Like the London Bridge is coming all down, yeah. When Christ return, there ain't no one to call now. Don't even think that you can hide or even run now, no. If you ain't living right, then it's repent or die. Wake up to the truth, cause you was sleeping lies. You think sinning is hot, then you're in full of fire. Make haste to keep his laws because the end is nigh. Everything just playing out, the war already won. The prophecies coming to pass, but they already done. All praises to the black Messiah, God's begotten son. Cause Babylon fit born.
Babylon about to fall. Oh, you gon' hear about it. You gon' hear about it. Right now you in your kingdom, and that's why you're showing out in front of everybody. In front of everybody. Babylon about to fall. Oh, you gon' hear about it. Hear about it. The prophecy and revelations coming true, and I know that you read about it. You done read about it. About to fall.
Tongues bursting like Sodom, kidnap them princes and daughters. Prepare them dogs for the slaughter. For them who hung us and robbed us. For them who sold us and bought us. Who cut us off from our fathers. Praise the Lord for a judgment. I want them scorching and tortured. All praises, we've been waiting for them revelations. Them prophecies expose the wicked amongst all the nations. Who made the world drink up for wine of fornication. Your country, tis it, the mother of all abominations. This is the foundation, bunch of red faces. Now supposed to be in our places. Greatly mistaken, great desolation. Waiting, coming for the Cayman. To the saints have patience, we gon' shine again. Waiting on our time again. Great fall of Babylon, never to rise again.
Oh, you gon' hear about it. You gon' hear about it. Right now you in your kingdom, and that's why you're showing out in front of everybody. In front of everybody. Babylon about to fall. Oh, you gon' hear about it. You gon' hear about it. The prophecy and revelations coming true, and I know that you read about it. You done read about it. Babylon about to fall.
There is one reason that shows why we don't belong.
Turn that bass up, Ace.
Get it and go, the game in trouble, everything that you know, it came with a struggle, we shine like gold, I came from nothing, the weight of the world, and we ain't pulling muscle, and we ain't pulling muscle, and we ain't pulling muscle, the weight of the world, we ain't pulling muscle, and we ain't pulling muscle, we get it and go, the game in trouble, everything that you know, it came with a struggle, we shine like gold, I came from nothing, the weight of the world, and we ain't pulling muscle, and we ain't pulling muscle, and we ain't pulling muscle, the Israelite man, the weight of the world, and we ain't pulling muscle, hey. Hold a line, I prefer the meal, you can hold the fries. True gospel, you can hold the lies. I can see these demons like a poltergeist. When we left out of Egypt, they soul was crying. Now we heading to the promised land. We all in order like a marching band. Spiritual rock, your house built on sand. Hey, we get it and go. In the desert, you know that them heads gon' roll. Face the sun, put their heads on the pole. When Christ come, you know we all gon' know. New body and it ain't gon' fold. It ain't gon' fold. Got a new body and it ain't gon' fold. Hey, it ain't gon' fold. Hey. Join the discussion, take hold on the mission, refrain from sinning and watch how we winning. The doctrine we in it, my bro get the kingdom and women and children, whole nation we need them and sit on the throne like Paul and Peter. So I guess we in it, we hot out the meter. We all in one mind with a Spanish or Creole or English, we call it your city. Get it and go, the game in trouble, everything that you know. It came with a struggle, we shine like gold. I came from nothing, the weight of the world, and we ain't pulling muscle. And we ain't pulling muscle. And we ain't pulling muscle, the weight of the world, we ain't pulling muscle. And we ain't pulling muscle, we get it and go. The game in trouble, everything that you know. It came with a struggle, we shine like gold. I came from nothing, the weight of the world, and we ain't pulling muscle. And we ain't pulling muscle. And we ain't pulling muscle, the Israelite man, the weight of the world. And we ain't pulling muscle.
From pushing bricks in Egypt to pushing rocks on the corner. From yellow fever to AIDS and gonorrhea, now we fighting with the Rona, but we ain't pulling muscle. Whoa, got lost in the shuffle. Then I pull out the Bible and pick up the pieces, treat it like a puzzle. If you a dog, this the mother, shut up. I'm baptized, you the sweat up. Running plays, this the setup. Mighty men never let up. This that David and Jonathan. Not a sprinter, marathoning in. Run it again. Okay, you get tired, just run it again. Hood back, I got reading, I'm running it again. I got preachers, I'm cutting again. Hiroshima, push the button again. I drop bombs, give me palms, I got something to win. The kingdom at hand, only us can get in. I mean, we, the sheep, the reason why we hit the streets. Sheesh, learn the commandments and keep. Romans 13, wake up from your sleep. Game time, no, we down for the sweep.
Get it and go, the game in trouble, everything that you know. It came with a struggle, we shine like gold. I came from nothing, the weight of the world, and we ain't pulling muscle. And we ain't pulling muscle. And we ain't pulling muscle, the weight of the world, we ain't pulling muscle. And we ain't pulling muscle, we get it and go. The game in trouble, everything that you know. It came with a struggle, we shine like gold. I came from nothing, the weight of the world, and we ain't pulling muscle. And we ain't pulling muscle. And we ain't pulling muscle, the Israelite man, the weight of the world. And we ain't pulling muscle.
Yeah, this world is so wicked, it got my mind gone. But we been flipping through scriptures, it got my mind blown. And since we back on the mission with our forefathers' traditions, and we been painting the pictures like the time drawn. Yeah, this world is so wicked, it got my mind gone. But we been flipping through scriptures, it got my mind blown. And since we back on the mission with our forefathers' traditions, and we been painting the pictures like the time drawn. I done been tried in that fire and made it out.
Yes, sir. Shalom, shalom, Most High Christ black.
What? He is black. He is black. Don't play with my office.
That's fact. Hey, y'all, have mercy on us. We had a long night.
Yeah, we did.
But all praises to the Most High. We back with what?
Check.
Let's talk truth. Hey, all praises to the Most High. I'm Officer Baruch.
I'm Officer Ezra.
Officer Jonah.
Officer Isaiah.
Officer Jeremiah. Officer Zachariah.
Yeah, that's Officer Jeremiah over there.
Right, hey, go back.
Yeah. Which way?
No, to him.
This way?
That's Officer Jeremiah.
Hey, so y'all, we gotta it's echoing like crazy.
It is.
Hey, all praises. Hey, we got a nice topic today.
We do.
A nice one.
Right.
If y'all seen the thumbnail, it's do independent black women raise strong black men?
Short answer.
Hell no. Exactly.
Short answer.
But we gonna see because they may think they do.
They might.
No,
they probably do think they do.
We seen the outcome with what?
With everything.
When we go outside of these doors, we see the young
right.
kids effeminate. We
Right,
see the
right.
ones that can't control their tempers. So what happened?
Emotional. as
Murdering everybody.
Yep.
Right.
We see that. So that's gonna be a nice topic. But we gonna get something to warm up.
Right.
All right, pan the camera to this side, over here, on this end. We gonna warm up with our brother.
Oh, no.
Westbrook!
Come on, man.
Come on now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey,
all praise to the Most High. We gonna go ahead and warm up. Let's get the first article real quick.
Wow. Hey, I see you on the screen.
That's
Go ahead.
crazy. Russell Westbrook goes viral for wearing skirt Blue hair. Gosh, not you, Russell. Come on, y'all. Let's get some scrolling going. I'm sure there's some words.
His first time.
It's not his first rodeo.
Russell Westbrook has become known for his bold fashion choices over his career. On Saturday, he went viral for perhaps the boldest clothing style he has worn. Westbrook posted photos on social media showing himself wearing a skirt and blue hair. In his post, Westbrook quoted rapper Kendrick Lamar saying, ... Yeah, he don't say what he said.
Say see y'all right there, brother. Right?
That might be just see all the comments.
Oh, damn.
Hey, you know how
I remember what he said. He said only address me. Don't address me unless it's okay. Here we
That's
go.
the real
Got
thing.
it.
Yeah.
So here's the quote from his actual tweet. This Russell Westbrook. It says, "Don't address me unless it's 4 letters." X that out, please, y'all. At Kendrick Lamar. So Kendrick Lamar has said that we not quite. I know I'm not hip enough to understand what the brother means by this. So.
No, he just took the context wrong.
right.
Okay.
Kendrick didn't have no dress on, did he?
Well, of course not. But why is he saying that?
What is he?
We-
A dress? This is where he getting it from? Really?
What's the 4 letters about though? Can somebody give me the understanding?
4 letters is
Come on, address
Hey,
me.
I know what
Hey
you
with
should
an
do.
extra
I know what
Y.
you should do. Hey, look, y'all. Comment, man. Just tell us what the heck is going on here. 'Cause
Hey.
we don't
Nigga, you
understand
gay.
the-
I'm confused.
The 4 words is LGBT.
Oh no, I bet it's.
That's
I
letters.
bet it's. I bet it's.
That's
That's what
Goat.
I said, 4 letters.
It do.
The 4 letters. That's what
Damn,
it
hey,
is.
that's what it is.
LGBT. No, someone said it's GOAT. GOAT.
Whoa.
I guess.
Nah,
I guess he the GOAT.
Nah, he ain't no
Nah.
goat.
So
Wow.
he's
Well, he is
GOAT.
a sacrifice.
The
Then
gayest
he
of all
been
time.
sacrificed by Esau to continue to push this stuff right here. This is what we see today.
Hey, y'all see the words that Esau that they use in the article? Bold fashion. They've always tried to push this on our people through celebrities by calling it fashion.
Take it down or put us up.
Right. What's the term? I think we spoke about it many times of like little words they use and they change to make it seem like it's something, but it's
Right.
not. Like
Right.
they even change. Look, they know that's wrong. The Bible teaches that. We don't get it.
Allegedly.
The Bible teaches that that is wrong.
Right.
So for them to like be little cross dressing, what's wrong with them?
Hey,
Craziness.
but what they have to do with is basically got to go into our topic that we finna go into.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because who raised him?
Hey,
Who raised him?
So, in other words, he started when he was a kid. He walked around with his mama heels on. He walked around with his mama jacket on and said, "Oh, mommy, I'm a girl."
When he played house, he was the mama.
Exactly.
Russell the mom. Hey,
It's
look-
literally our people be doing that though. They play house, they the mama.
Right.
They ain't the daddy. They mad at the scared at the daddy. They cursing out the daddy.
Daddy.
And who the daddy? The sister.
Damn.
It's all reverse.
Right.
It's-
Hey, that's all kind of confusion. Hey,
It
look,
is.
Babylon
I know
for
one of
you.
y'all probably gonna get it, but I'm gonna go and get it. Let me get that Zephaniah 1 in there real quick. Yes, Let me get it.
Sir.
You know somebody gonna get it. Read that for me. Who's reading? Yeah, read that for yourself real quick.
You all right?
Yes,
You
sir.
all right?
Russell
Read that
Book
for
of,
yourself.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 1 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice that I will punish the princes and the king's
So
children.
understand it's going to be a lot of punishment in the day of the Lord's sacrifice. Well, let's see who all it says. The princes, the king's children. Read.
And all such
Uh-huh.
as are clothed with strange apparel.
Hold on now. Now let's think about this because, it's not my Jesus all day in the so-called black community, right? Did you know that it says here that yes, your Jesus. It says he's going to punish those that are clothed in strange apparel. And if you think for 1 second, Deuteronomy 22:5 real quick. If you think for 1 second that you wearing that dress is not strange, you out of there. You out of there.
They thought that meant just mismatched clothes. They match.
You know what?
Hey, you called Deuteronomy 22?
I did.
Okay.
I told him grab that real quick.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So usually we got to rebuke the sister for this problem, right? Like she always want to wear pants with. Look, bruh, you got us going backwards, way backwards. We trying to get the sisters out of pants and into skirts, and your behind gonna get out of skirts. I mean, out of pants and going to skirts. You doing what they supposed to be doing.
Hey,
You see what I'm saying?
cross
Read.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garments.
A man should not be putting on skirts at all. Those are only for women. Ain't no skirts for men. You could say the kilt, whatever. And no, ain't no skirts for men at all.
So Medea or Tyler Perry are all out of order.
All out of order.
Martin Lawrence.
All out of order.
What if it's for the Yeezy runway? For
all
fashion.
out of order.
Damn.
And the blue hair too.
Come on, man.
Hey, read verse 12.
Verse 12. Thou shalt make thee fringes upon the four quarters of thy vesture, wherewith thou coverest thyself.
Thou what?
Wherewith thou coverest thyself.
So also, even when a man is wearing just, regular man's attire, if you ain't got no fringes on, guess what? That's strange to God.
Right.
All right.
Hey, can I get some? Oh, go ahead.
Hey, let me get this real quick. Go to 1 Corinthians 6. Because what we seeing right now, he tough. He tough on the field. He tough on the court. This is what happens. Our people be tough when it comes to the sports and all of this. Our people tough.
Right.
But in reality, they really emotional. They effeminate.
100%.
But watch what the Bible says about that. Come on.
1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 9.
Read.
Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of God? Be not deceived.
So I want y'all to understand, people that's watching this that's new to the 4-letter whatever type stuff. Listen. Be not deceived.
Right.
Just because your favorite basketball player is wearing a dress, don't make it right. It doesn't make it right.
But Russell did it.
But he did it. But no, it doesn't make it right. Keep going.
Be not deceived.
Read.
Neither fornicators, nor idolaters.
Read with some power, brother. Come on.
Nor adulterers.
Nor what?
Nor adulterers.
Read.
Nor effeminate.
Nor what?
Nor effeminate.
Nor effeminate. He may think he's tough, but he really not. That's not. Look, to make that a fashion is ridiculous.
Right.
Ridiculous.
Stupid.
He wouldn't be allowed on TV. And what's that China y'all covered last week?
Yeah,
Your ass be canceled.
Matter of fact, he probably can't go to China no more.
Probably can't. Y'all
He
he
probably
ain't over
can't.
there.
A lot of the basketball players go there to do the little hooping sessions or whatever.
Yep.
He can't go there. Look, he effeminate. You wearing a dress, it's over with for your spirit right now. Until you repent. You killing your spirit.
Wow.
Because you are turning into a woman.
He is.
You're changing the natural use.
Come on now, dog.
Hey, just because you're on it real quick, you said effeminate, right? That's what the scriptures say. Put the picture back up for a second. The man can't even stand manly with a dress on. I mean, look at, come on now.
Right.
Look how he's standing.
Look at the top one in the corner though, like he's sitting on his hip. Come on.
Like he can't.
Hey,
Yeah.
You lose.
Put a shirt
Come
on.
man.
That long ass
You
V
know,
on his
you know
shirt.
what's crazy though? Right now you got these are kids' favorite basketball players, right? You got women that's probably embracing this.
Right.
The women that's raising our children that's embracing that thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Because that's evil communication. The Bible tells you what? Evil communications corrupt good manners.
Right.
So now that's put out to corrupt your children.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. Can we get 1 Maccabees 14:9? Because a lot of times these celebrities, they don't even dress themselves.
Right.
This is proof that Esau is thinking 10 steps ahead. So when he's walking in the dressing room or whatever, they like, here, put this on. This is the new fashion.
Yep.
Our people being puppets, being ducks, they going, oh yeah, that's good fashion. What's that? 14:9, yeah. 1 Maccabees chapter 14 and verse 9.
That's crazy.
The book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 14 and verse 9. The ancient men sat all in the streets, communing together of good things, and the young men put on glorious and warlike apparel.
So in the Bible, we had a dress code. The men didn't wear dresses.
Right.
The men wore glorious warlike apparel, similar to what you see us in at camp.
Exactly.
But kids don't, when they drive by, well, some of them, they be in the spirit of the Lord. They say, yeah, Mom, I want to dress like that. But for the most part, they getting Westbrook forced in their face. They getting Dwayne Wade pushed in their face. So they going to grow up thinking, Mom, I want to dress like A$AP Rocky. Can I put on a dress?
Come
That's
on now,
fashion.
dog.
Not knowing that according to the Bible that we dress like men.
Right.
Not these super tight skinny jeans that you see our people wear.
Right.
Not these skirts, but warlike apparel. That's how the men of God dress.
They looking up to Young Thug.
Right. Hey, it's crazy because like you know how you just said about the skinny jeans? That's how it started. It started with that generation with the skinny jeans.
That's right.
It went from me wearing skin tight pants that almost look like leggings to now finna wear a dress. That's the crazy.
Come on now, dog.
Brothers gonna be rocking their skinnies under their dress.
I'm gonna tell you where it
I'm trying to
started.
be modest too.
It started with in them 80s with the Commodores and OJs and you wearing them
Hey,
silk
we just
tight
talked
ass,
about
all
that.
that.
You right.
Hey, don't sleep on the 80s.
Right.
Don't just say it's the
It's
90s
been there.
and
Hey,
it's been here.
It ain't just GLC.
Hey, it's been here.
The little
on point,
side
officer.
bandana that hang off and everything. Go
You
ahead.
on point. You on point. Cause remember in the '80s they had the makeup on. You had Rick James doing up, bro. This was crazy.
Hey,
It's
chest
been here.
out, bell bottoms, everything
Perm.
flowing everywhere. It's crazy.
Exactly. Hey, get the scripture for me.
The book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 4 and verse 9. Beside this, he promised to assign 150 more, if he might have license to set up a place for exercise and for the training of youth in the fashions of the heathen.
In the what?
In the fashions of the heathen.
In the fashions of the heathen. Come on.
And to write them of Jerusalem by the name of Antiochians.
Come on.
Which when the king had granted and had gotten into his hand the rule, he forthwith brought his own nation to the Greekish fashion.
To the what?
To the Greekish fashion.
That's a Greekish fashion right there.
Facts.
The whole concept of their sports
Right.
and then their clothing within
Exactly.
their sports.
Right.
That's all them right there.
Right.
We know when we see the old movies with the Greeks, what they wearing?
The little short skirt.
The little skirts.
Right. Exactly
This
what they
is
got
what
on.
he has went to. He's accepted to. He's a chocolate covered Edomite.
Right.
That's who he is right now.
Hey, obviously, can we get verse 15? Because it even shows you to the point of how they are today, even in a fashion in general. Verse 15.
Verse 15. Not setting by the honors of their fathers.
Our forefathers never taught men to wear dresses. We actually taught men to wear pants.
Right.
Read.
But liking the glory of the Grecians.
But you want to learn from the Romans and the Spanish conquistadors. You want to learn from the Polish, the Irish, and wear a quilt or a dang on dress.
Hey, that's crazy.
Because who are most of the fashion designers? It's Edomites.
Edomite.
Polo
Coming-
Ralph Lauren's and all
What
these
they
people.
gonna ask?
from
What you
Paris
got
and
on?
France
He
and-
ain't gonna really tell him. He probably gonna say their name.
Yeah.
But he really got on a dress. You're a woman right now.
Facts.
But you think because it's designer, oh, you exclusive. It cost this
Right.
dress cost
Well,
me $1,000.
Right. This is that Louis Vuitton.
Right.
Nigga, you gay.
Nah. Wait, what did it?
Nigga, you gay.
That's what it is.
Gangsta
Hey,
delicious.
Gay.
It's
and
a
let's get
Versace.
the next
Article.
article. Yeah. Let's jump on this.
Bring
real
it
quick.
out.
Right.
Y'all get warmed up.
Oh, yeah, we good.
All praise. Once we finish this, man, we're gonna get into the topic.
So this is Fox 5. Say hello to Mu or Moo.
Move.
New coronavirus strain arrives in the U.S. Wow, another strain of coronavirus in the U.S. Play the video. Is that a video or am I tripping?
Hey, so what the people
this-
that just got vaccinated gonna do about that one?
Oh,
They're
shit.
gonna bring out another
They gotta
vaccine.
get the fourth jab. The fourth jab.
And maybe that's
Yeah,
a
it's-
question you should ask China.
Well, a new COVID variant called Mu has now made its way to the U.S. It's already been detected in nearly all 50 states, but health experts say the Delta variant is still the main worry here. Jessica Hermoso joins
Pause.
us now to talk about
It's
the new
how-
one.
It's
Jessica.
how you know Esau be lying right here.
It's already
All
detected in
50s.
all 50
He said
states.
it's like he's saying it. He made it seem like it's really not here yet. It's here, but it's not here.
Come on
Then
now,
he said,
dog.
it's really here because it's in all 50 states.
all 50. Hawaii, Alaska, all
all
of
we got to
them.
worry about the Delta, but it's here.
Montana.
It's
So once you get your Delta shot,
Right.
you got to get your Mu shot.
How you get the Hawaii
and then
off?
when you,
gotta
get the moose shot,
you got to get
you
the
you gonna
the
be a
Z
cow.
shot. Yeah, you gonna be a cow.
Moo.
Yeah, moo.
Oh no.
Hey, this is crazy though. Our people and we just trusting them
Yeah,
when they putting this stuff on us.
crazy.
It's crazy. Go ahead.
That's right. The new variant has now been identified in almost every state except Nebraska. The good news, as of right now, it only accounts for less than 1% of U.S. cases. Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta, and now Mu. Mu is yet another strain of the
the-
coronavirus, and it has
word
arrived in
don't
the
fit
United
that.
States.
Hold up, pause it,
So
pause
far
it,
what
pause it,
we
pause it,
know-
pause it, pause it.
This is
I'm sorry, because look, hey, sometimes, hey, we learning while we up here as well. Does Right. he say there's that many variants? There's alpha, beta, gamma, Delta, and now Mu,
Right.
Mu.
Yes.
Because I didn't know. Did you know that?
I didn't know
Y'all
it
knew
was
that?
Alpha, Delta, Beta, Beta. all
It's
them.
Alpha, Delta,
I didn't
Delta,
know
Delta.
the Sigma.
What's next?
Phi,
Beta, Omega,
Omega,
Alpha,
Psi,
Psi,
They got
Epsilon.
the- hey,
LGBT.
Right, man. LGBTQE, man.
You know what that?
Hey, so yeah,
Man.
all these different variants, man.
It's crazy. Variants. All right, play on.
And what has been concerning is that this variant shares 8 mutations with other variants of concern that we've seen, beta and delta in particular, which seem to increase transmissibility.
Mu has now been identified in 49 states and the District of Columbia.
That's what I just said,
California
50.
has the highest number of confirmed cases. Dr. Stephanie Silvera, professor of public health at Montclair State University, says mutations in viruses are neither new nor unexpected.
What happens with any virus is anytime it has a host body, there's a possibility for it to mutate, and it's more likely to mutate to becomes more transmissible.
The strain was first identified in Colombia back in January. Dr. Anthony Fauci, the country's leading infectious disease
Hey, I
expert,
want y'all to
says
know something
this
too.
new
Hey,
variant
pause this
is
real quick. It's interesting that we can't really talk about stuff like this, right? Because they are blockers.
Right.
But they really won't share it with us, so we can be warned for what's coming, what they're pushing.
Come on now,
They said this
dog.
came about in January.
IT.
January.
Put them on the screen, IT.
We're in September now.
It came in. It's crazy. What is that? 9 months?
Yeah, what the hell take y'all so long?
9 months for them to warn us about something that's in every state. So obviously it
really-
probably was before January. You know what
It
I'm saying?
really ain't even no warning now because it's already out there.
It's
You know what
out.
I'm saying?
It's too late. They didn't
It's too
want
late.
it. Hey, this how you know they crook, man.
Am I tripping or has Fauci not been debunked already? I thought we don't listen to him
multiple
anymore.
times.
Fauci already been a li- he-
I thought we
he
don't
been
listen to this
classified as a
guy
liar.
anymore. Why are we still listening to Fauci? I thought that was over with. But you know,
Fauci-
hey, I didn't know there was an Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Sigma, Rho, so it is what it is. Right. I didn't know it was Omega Phi Epsilon.
Hey, go to Ecclesiastes 15. 1 and 15.
Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 15.
This top part.
That which is crooked cannot be made straight.
Esau is crook, and they can't be made straight. Meaning we can't trust them at all.
Right.
At the end of the day, we cannot trust them.
Right.
They crook. If they crook, they can't be straight. Hey, this is really deep though. You know,
No,
this
it-
goes back to that Hebrews when you say they perverse, they nasty, they really gay.
And if
Pro-mind.
they're not
You know what I'm
straight, then
saying?
they,
They ain't
right.
straight. But they crook. These crooked people we want to trust in.
Right.
What is wrong with us? Who raised us?
Man.
And that's what we about to get into. All praise to the Most High. Hey, y'all. What you say if y'all ain't warm,
Right.
if y'all ain't warm,
I'm warm.
what's it? Y'all warm?
We warm.
Hey, let's jump into it then. Let's go and get in it. Let's go and get in it. Hey, let's get the
My
first
temperature
article.
is 101.7.
Hey, this is who raised us. A lot of us were raised by single moms.
What you say about my mama?
But
Not me.
these men right here,
Not
you know what
me.
I'm saying? We all had some male figure that was some influence in our lives.
Right.
But
My daddy.
we made it out.
Yeah, we made it out.
But his
All
mama, though.
praises. Hey, watch this. Go ahead.
Ways single mothers destroy their sons. Ways single mothers destroy their sons. The most toxic environment for a boy growing up is a single mother household.
Hey!
Hold up. The most toxic environment for a boy growing up is a single mother household.
I gotta bring a point out real quick because if y'all can see me, understand this.
They
Oh,
can't see you.
they can.
Put us up there with the article or something.
Hey, so
Y'all
look at
come
this.
on.
It says the most what? Toxic what?
The most toxic situation, I think it said. I
Right.
can't remember. I lost it.
Is in the mother's house, right?
Environment, the environment, yep.
of a mom. So
Yep.
think about this. This is crazy. This is an article that's pulled up, right?
Yes.
Meaning the world can see the same thing we see, right?
Yes.
And they're catching it now. So if that's the fact, why are they allowing these mothers to raise men?
Right.
They know.
Why are they allowing this? Why are they allowing them to take the man out of the house?
Part of the plan.
If they know that this is toxic for a man to be in the house with the mom alone. A young boy to be in the house with the mom. Because she ain't going to raise him to be straight.
It's a part of the
She ain't
plan.
going to raise him to be, she can't teach him to be a man. It's not possible.
Yep.
She can't teach him how to stand up piss.
She can't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of us learned how to pee when we just stood up and pissed. That's what it was. Yeah, you
Dang,
can't-
brother, you sitting
Well,
down.
You go over there, it is what it is.
You ain't supposed to have to sit down on that toilet like that, boy.
A lot of them teach their kids to just stay on the toilet the whole while. No, get up.
Right.
Move around.
Bro, like when you learn it from the woman, it's disaster. You know what I'm saying? Because who is teaching that young man how to fish? Who is teaching that young man, how to do like just simple things with cars?
Hey,
how to take care of?
Hey, hold that thought.
Take it out the trash. Stuff
Think
like
about this, because you saying some heavy stuff. Now, the man that they hate, Kevin who?
Samuels.
Kevin Samuels. He's on the same fact as what does a woman do that a man already created? Like she changed, what do you call it, electrician.
Stay in your lane.
But who started that? Really, they don't really do that. Right. I take that back. You don't really see a lot of them out there in that field.
Hell no.
The man really made everything. Everything like he talk about. Like if it wasn't for the man, the woman really wouldn't know what to do.
Right.
Like a lot of this would fail tomorrow. So in the fact of fishing,
Right.
of these manly things.
Who gonna build bridges? Is women gonna build the bridges? Are they gonna go do all the construction work that you see these men doing? Hell no. You ain't gonna see them out there.
Not if they got them nails. You can't mess with them.
Yeah, they
nails.
gonna break my nails.
You ain't
That's
building no breaches
a whole
with nails.
finger long. Go ahead.
You ain't even put no gloves on with them, son.
Right.
It says, I can tell readers from personal experience that boys don't get all their needs met in a single parent household. Many of the lessons they learn in that hostile territory growing up.
Hey, these are key words. These are words that Esau looks at when your kids go to school. If your daddy, if they getting hurt, they say, okay, it's just a hostile environment. You okay? Are you being abused?
Right.
But they still won't change it.
Right.
They don't put a system in place where the man can be in the house.
You know why it's hostile as well?
Think
Think about the recipe for destruction that we're talking about here. Right. You got a single mother, right, who can only do so much, right? Mm-hmm. No protection, no support from the man. No that other part that's gonna help, do other things. She's stressed out, taking out all her anger either on the baby daddy she hates or taking out all her anger on the fact that she can't do it all on her own. All of that hostile, that word is perfectly placed. That is a hostile territory growing up.
Hey, can I have IT do something? Can y'all pull up pull up the synonyms of hostile? We gotta really get nitty gritty because hostile, you just read past that. Oh, it's a hostile environment. Mm-hmm. But get to the nitty gritty of what hostile means. So yeah, pull up hostile. So yeah. So look at this.
Hostile, similar, antagonistic, aggressive, confrontational, belligerent, bellicose, pugnacious.
Oh my God! This is big. This S word right here.
Which one you want?
Spiteful.
Spiteful. Unfriendly.
So, hey, you wanna know
angry? I'm angry at you, little
Combative.
boy.
Hey, you wanna know, and you know it's crazy to say it's angry, right? Why are they angry at their child? They ain't angry at their child. They angry at the daddy. The daddy ain't there, and they take it out on their child. They say you gonna be just like your daddy.
Smack.
Come on, I'm telling you,
man.
The Bible, hey, for real. God know His people.
Right.
Now let's get back to that real quick.
You see, they put single mothers destroy their sons. Just in case anybody is confused, this talking about black people. This ain't just. Because this only could be talking about us. Our women are the ones that's hostile like this. We the ones that got single parent homes. Just to clear that up.
And in the offense of the sisters too, I just want to say this: the reason why you single, well, it's a couple reasons.
Here's the breakdown.
It's a few reasons. Look, it's a couple reasons. You know what I'm saying? You need to check your spirit.
Facts.
Right.
But
Lose some
it's
weight.
this Esau has put this in place so that the black and white woman, the The black and white woman can be together. That's what can happen. But they put it in place because Martin Luther King, right?
Right.
Come, let's hold hands.
Right.
Let's do this and that. Let's bring all these.
have a
Let's
dream
let's
of black boys
integrate
and little
this.
white girls.
They have put this in place where they can integrate these things. And now we don't know what a real black marriage look like.
Hell
We can't associate my mama with a black man and staying with a black man until she die with the black man.
Right.
That we don't see that. So what they do, let's put this system in place. First, let's segregate them, and then let's kick the black man, out of the house.
Yep.
Let's kick him out of the house. What can we? Okay, first let's throw drugs in the community.
Right.
This whole system was set up by them, where this happened.
Right.
The single mothers,
And then
they destroyed them so much. Now the kids are hated by the parents.
Right.
By the mother. This is crazy.
And then let's give all the power to the woman, all the glory to the woman.
Right.
You are Mother Nature came from you.
LGBTQ.
Mother Earth.
The woman is God.
The woman is God. All this stuff, they did all this to try to subdue you women.
Better opportunities.
For real. Yeah, they give you the better job. Now you're gonna, you know what? You're gonna be in the top in the company, and now you get to hire. In fact, you know what? You don't need to hire them. Hire more women.
All the free assistance you need.
Exactly.
All that.
All the food stamps.
Everything. WIC.
I'm telling you, because you gotta. Hey, I think it was brought out last week. WIC. Women, infants, and children.
Yep.
No fathers, no daddies.
Yep.
So then guess what? The women is raising the infants and children by destroying them. That's what it's doing. That's what's going on.
Hey, let's pull it back up real quick.
It says many of the lessons they learn in that hostile territory growing up make them into lost, confused men with no defined sense of identity. How does a single mother destroy her son? Let me count the ways. Speaking negatively about their father is one of the ways. The most damaging thing a mother can do is speak badly about a child's father in front of them. These negative statements about the child's father are the equivalent of hitting that child with a fist in the jaw.
Dang.
Jaw checking. Right. Wow. One half of that child is the father, and when he hears his mother saying negative things about him, the boy grows up doubting himself. They think that there's something wrong with them, that they need to change a part of themselves to get approval of his angry mother.
Right. They always say you're gonna be just like your daddy. That's what you see on these movies. That's what you see. That's what I heard. I heard this in my life. You know what I'm saying? They tell you you're gonna be like your father, or if your father wasn't there, they're gonna say you did. They'll try to. You get this. This is what a lot of men that was raised by nothing but a woman. That's what they go through.
Check. Can we prove that?
Oh, yeah,
chapter 3. Sirach chapter 3, verse 9. Like what you just said, the destruction of the household is by the mother speaking evil to that son regarding their father. And that's why a lot of brothers raised up in gangs, because he's trying to find the life to pattern himself from the father's footsteps that wasn't there.
Right.
So let's see what the Lord says. Sirach 3 and 9.
The book of Sirach or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 3 and verse 9. For the blessing of the father established the house of children.
You see that? The blessing of the father established the house of the children. Read on.
But the curse of the mother rooted out foundations.
What is the curse of the mother? Telling her son that he looks like his daddy. Telling his son that he's no good. That's the curse of the mother. And she root out his foundation by what? Removing his image that his father supposed to had set up for him.
Right.
That's the issue. But that's it.
Hey. No, go ahead.
Verse 10. Glory not in the dishonor of thy father.
And that's what our children, us growing up, we have to learn that. We need to know that. Don't glory in the dishonor of your father. Come on.
Right.
For thy father's dishonor is no glory unto thee.
Your father's dishonor is no glory unto thee. Because once our mom spoke bad on our fathers, we grew up saying what? Man, I don't even like my daddy. This my daddy is. My daddy ain't nothing. All you doing is repeating that rhetoric that your mama gave you.
Right.
Read it. Keep reading.
Verse 11. For the glory of a man It's from the honor of his father.
Understand, as a young man, your glory is going to come from the honor of your father, not the honor of your mother. You're not a little girl. You're supposed to be learning from the honor of your father. You're supposed to be his avenger.
Right.
But when your mama pushing him away from you, saying, nah, you got to stay away from my kids. I'm going to put you on child support. I'm going to get a restraining order on you. Matter of fact, I ain't even going to tell your kids about you. How you going to get that honor from your father? Read.
And a mother in dishonor is a reproach to the children.
So that's all I wanted on there. Understand, your honor is going to come from your father.
Right.
Hey, go to Isaiah real quick, chapter 3 and verse 12. Because we reading about how her words would destroy him, right? Watch this. Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 12.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
The reason why the men, the young kids out here today are our oppressors, because women rule over them. Not the husband, not the man, but women. And when the women ruling over the kids that's oppressing us, what happens?
O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err.
They cause them to err. They cause them to go into sin.
Right.
And that's why we see our young kids out here killing other young kids, robbing people. What else? Some of the things, all of the crazy stuff they doing now. Drugs, out in gangs, all of that stuff.
Right.
Because the woman is ruler over them. Read.
And destroy the way of thy paths.
And they destroy their paths because the way they speak to them. If you degrade them so long, if you say, hey, you are nothing. You just like your father, no good. And maybe your father got locked up. You like your father, no good. Right. You pushing him down, okay, this is where he's taken, because we know the tongue is powerful.
Right.
The tongue is that powerful, and the mother knows that. That's why she really, you might see him beat him in some cases, but she ain't really got to say nothing. Message. I mean, hit him. All she got to do is say it. She can say everything loud, hard, have it, look at him weird, and that's your only protection, because your dad is not around, and you destroying his paths.
Exactly.
Hey, I was
going to get this point. Look, a single mother household cannot raise a man. It is what it is.
Facts. That's biblical. Because you make a key point. You know, like when you think about gangs, you know, usually the male child is raised by the streets. The mama is in the house going to work. She's not home. And then guess what? The daddy is either dead or in jail, or just out the picture because the mother got it set up like that. Go to 2 Ezra 5 and verse 8. So in result of all that, you get your NBA young boys that you got today, who terrorizing the community, and the next thing you know, he going to jail. This is the type of stuff that you see going on. This been going on since the 80s. Right. It's constantly, you see constantly this trend with the trend of us, the man in jail, or the man is outside of the household on child support, and the mama speaking all type of evil about him, and then the mama is raising up the child. Well, technically letting the streets raise the child. Right. And the result, you get this. Read what you got. 2 Ezra 5 and 8.
The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 5 and verse 8. Read. There shall be a confusion also in many places.
Right now, it's confusion. You see our men, our adult men wearing dresses. You see that's confusion. Read.
And the fire shall be sent out again. And the wild beasts shall change their places.
Read.
And minstrous women shall bring forth monsters.
These single women are bringing forth monsters. They're terrorizing the community. Right. Like what Officer just brought out with their last scripture. It says, children, in the beginning it says, children are the oppressors. The children are the oppressors. They terrorizing the community. These 13, these 14-year-old young boys walking around with Glock 40s and pistols, terrorizing the community. Right. All because you see what we lack. We lack the man in the household.
Right. Hey, let me get Sirach 3 real quick. We can start at verse 1. I really want verse 2 though, because the thing is, like we want to clear it up. Now we on the topic of single mothers. You see what I'm saying? Because the natural role of a woman, she is supposed to teach the kids. You see what I'm saying? But it's what the single women and sisters teaching to their kids now. All right, so read what you got.
The book of Sirach, chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear me, your father, O children, and do thereafter that ye may be safe.
So, first and foremost, God says, listen to your father, and you're going to be safe. Come on.
For the Lord have given the father honor over the children.
Because that's his seed. It says the Most High gave the father honor over the children, over the household. So guess what? Read on.
And have confirmed the authority of the mother over the sons.
So when Pops leave the house and he go to work, the woman or his wife is supposed to be teaching the kids the same thing that he was teaching before he left the house.
Right.
But the thing is, that's why we got to clear it up for the sisters. Because they might be, but I thought we were supposed to teach. Yes, you're supposed to teach. But the sisters right in the world right now, they confused because the streets also raised them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? The men that's just going around making babies of babies, the streets raised them.
Right.
So everybody around here confused. That's why we got to come back to the Bible. Read verse 2 again.
Verse 2. For the Lord have given the father honor over the children.
I don't think we really understand what that means.
Hell no.
Esau got it so twisted and backwards where, you know what? If the father leave the house, we're gonna give you, we gonna support you. I'm the daddy of the house now. You know why? Because I'm giving you food stamps. Right. I'm giving you WIC. I'm providing for your kids. So what that make the sister think? I don't need that nigga. I never did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's my daddy. They ain't saying that, but it's the same way how people.
No, they do say that. You get some of them say she my mama and my dad.
Damn.
Even the mama acknowledge that.
No. I'm saying they ain't saying the government is actually that exactly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but in your mind, what's the word?
Contrary to popular belief.
Subconsciously, it's there. You know what I'm saying? Come on, read it again.
For the Lord have given the father honor over the children, and have confirmed the authority of the mother over the sons.
Right. So that's all I wanted.
Hey, all praises. Hey, we're going to go take a quick break, and we're going to be right back with what?
Let's talk truth.
Yes, sir.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
My homie got rich in the trap. I know that he's thinking I'm mad. When he dials my number, he says that he wonders why I don't and I won't hit him back. One day I did hit him back. One day I did hit him back. Told him that crazy is black. And I told him to keep all the laws. The Lord coming back. But my homie, he's stuck in the trap. He's stuck in the trap. Ay, at night I pray for my brothers. At night I pray for my mother. What we had was a ball like no other. And I'm knowing too well I was under a spell when I was telling that girl that I loved her. Ay, my mind is filled with that clutter. Love's waiting, I stand and recover. But you don't really know what we've been through. Coming up was tough, the feeling was stuck. They popping them beans like a sensu. Enough is enough, I'm calling your bluff. We all need that someone to vent to. That's someone to vent to. Hell nah, I ain't sharing no blunt smoke. Hell nah, I ain't sharing no gun smoke. Hell nah, I don't care if it's runs, bro. It's repent or die, I ain't telling no lie. One body, one mind, and it's one soul. One body, one mind, and it's one soul. My homie got rich in the trap. I know that he's thinking I'm mad. When he dials my number, he sits it. He wonders why I don't and I won't hit him back. One day I did hit him back. I did hit him back. One day I did hit him back. Told him that crazy is black. And I told him to keep all the laws. The Lord coming back. But my homie, he's stuck in the trap. He's stuck in the trap.
I done separated my connection with dealing and stealing, and no, I don't want it back. Guess I'm acting different when you in the city, cause I'm no longer ballin' a smuggle pack. Far as I remember, I was never the type to get close to the crowd, and I wonder that maybe that's the Lord's way of making sure that I'm coming back. Was sick of feeling sorrow, tired of being hollow. Really had to swallow pride before I died. After we was robbing, almost got to sobbing. Prayed until the Father brought me to the light, and then I had to fight. I was sick of seeing wicked sights, and I ain't even wanna spend the money that we stole at night. I done fell off the face of the planet. To those in the world I've been cooling, but I'm growing in spirit. Who knew that the one who was quiet in school, he'd be out holding camp where they shooting and rebuking. Examples I'm giving, I give to the ones in my generation. Come and join the movement. You from the tribe of Judah.
My homie got rich in the trap. I know that he's thinking I'm mad. When he dials my number, he sits it. He wonders why I don't and I won't hit him back. One day I did hit him back. I did hit him back. I did hit him back. One day I did hit him back. Told him that crazy is black. And I told him to keep all the laws. The Lord coming back. But my homie, he's stuck in the trap. He's stuck in the trap. You need to decide where you leave, where you stay. Them tears up in your eyes, that pressure drive you insane. I pray you do survive. I tried to show you a way, but you don't mind the lies. You fell in love with the fame, and you know that I know why you won't let it go. That women we done well forgot to hold up on your dome. And when you overseas, they make you feel you right at home. And then you get on stage and everyone singing along. But is it worth your soul or your salvation? Living in sin leave you blemished just like a Dalmatian. Them dividends won't hit within. Just humble down and face it. You my kin until the end. I've been praying.
My homie got rich in the trap. I know that he's thinking I'm mad. When he dials my number, he sits it. He wonders why I don't and I won't hit him back. One day I did hit him back. I did hit him back. I did hit him back. One day I did hit him back. Told him that crazy is black. And I told him to keep all the laws. The Lord coming back. But my homie, he's stuck in the trap. He's stuck in the trap.
The Bible shall stand. So what's written in this Bible, so as it is written, so shall it be done.
They hit him back.
Yes, sir.
IT still messing up.
Come on, we ain't on break no more.
Y'all, please bear with us in IT. They tripping.
Hey, look, if you tuned in, make sure that you comment, call in.
That's right.
Oh, wow. Hey, y'all, give us about 30 seconds. Let's put some music back on real quick.
After all I've seen in this life, you telling me that I was on a king. And I found a new meaning in life. I know that we've been lost all along. Lost all along, and I know that we've been lost all along. Lost all along, you know. Hey, for real though. Everything that shit was fake, but this is the real though. Tried to break a younger fate, but somehow it's still bold. Tried to say we were the same, but we be the real goal. So you know we can relate. Touchdown with the light. Got me feeling brand new. Found the truth about my life. That was nothing nigga do. Turn my diamonds in the light. And my brothers did too. Man, this may be called, but the chosen we the few. You decide. Christ coming back. Tell me, will you live or die? It's hard to believe. After all I've seen in this life, you telling me that I was gonna king. And I found a new meaning in life. I know that we've been lost all along. Lost all along, and I know that we've been lost all along. Lost all along, yeah. Lost all along, you know.
Found my true purpose, now I'm fighting demons. Had to switch my life up, cause I'm not a heathen. I was so lost, I was in a dark season. Most I shed is light, now I move with good reason. Yeah. Sin was all around and I had to run away. Sharpen up your sword, get them demons out the way. You were born a king, most I gonna make a way. Second coming soon, just be righteous in that day. You decide. Christ coming back, tell me will you live or die? No.
It's hard to believe. After all I've seen in this life, you telling me that I was on a king. And I found a new meaning in life. I know that we've been lost all along. Lost all along, you know. I know that we've been lost all along. Lost all along, you know.
Ey, 12 rejas, 12 ángeles, 12 tribus. Dime dónde tú crees que va a entrar. Afuera del reino con perros y enemigos. Arrepiéntase hoy van a estar. Con la espada y con el fuego que viene Cristo para la tierra purificar. 12 rejas, 12 ángeles, 12 tribus. Dime dónde tú crees que va a entrar, cause you won't. Ey, taking this truth as a joke. You're gonna end up on that nuclear smoke. Yeah, somos los hombres de Dios. Y cuando llegamos le damos con todo. Yeah, and we want all of the smoke. The men of the Lord, we don't beg, we don't fall. Yeah, somos el pueblo de Dios, el pueblo de Dios. Yeah, the Lord he calls us follow. Don't know about tomorrow. The time we have is born. Pienso antes que acto. Pa' siempre un tiempo largo. Pa' quemarse dentro del lago. Que están esperando. Nos están preparando. Pa' que llegue el Señor. I show my faith by applying the law. I put my faith and I wait on the Lord. Que Cristo es blanco, mentira. Que viene pa' todos mentiras. La verdad, la cara les tira. Provocan a Dios a la ira. La gracia ya casi se expira. Ya casi se expira. Yeah, abre los ojos y mira. Yeah, somos nación escogida. Yeah, to turn this whole world upside down. All we need is the Bible and read it. 12 rejas, 12 ángeles, 12 tribus. Dime dónde tú crees que va a entrar. Afuera del reino con perros y enemigos. Arrepiéntase hoy van a estar. Con la espada y con el fuego que viene Cristo para la tierra purificar.
Yeah,
sir.
Hey, y'all have mercy on us.
Have mercy. Please, bear with us, family. All
I
right?
mean,
IT
I'm usually pro IT.
Lord bless
You
them.
are,
So
aren't you?
today,
Shame.
gosh.
Lord bless
But
them.
what just happened was kind of not their fault, but they have been tripping. Though.
It's easy.
Hey,
to
we
blame
need to
my team.
focus a little bit more.
Lord
bro.
bless their soul.
Yeah.
All right, so we are a little behind. Let's get on this. Let's get this. We back, y'all. This Let's Talk Truth. We already know. We gonna talk
are
truth.
back.
We gonna make sure we let y'all know that single mothers
sir.
ain't it right now. It ain't it. You gotta step it up. You know,
Gotcha.
you righteous sisters though that's moving righteously. You know, and you're in that market where you trying to find you a righteous husband. We ain't talking about y'all.
Of course not.
We talking about the ones that's listening on the radio show.
Right.
The ones that's out of these doors.
Right.
The ones that's destroying our communities.
Facts.
Because they raising monster kids.
Exactly.
All right, let's get this video real quick.
That's right.
Second is truth.
All right, let's get this video real quick.
Good afternoon, my people, my peoples. Let's just get to the point. So, I posted the article entitled Ways That Black Women destroy their sons. And a lot of women want to get upset about that, but how can you? How can you read that article and not find any type of understanding
Hey,
about
pause
it?
it
If you
real
read
quick.
that, I read that.
All right, let's read this thing again. What does it say?
It says single mothers destroying their sons.
Destroying. All right, go ahead. Started from the top. From the top of the queue. Yeah.
Afternoon, my people. So let's just get to the point. So, I posted the article entitled Ways That Black Women Destroy Their Sons. And a lot of women want to get upset about that, but how can you? How can you read that article and not find any type of understanding about it? If you read that, I read that article. And I consider myself to be an excellent mother, and my sons will tell you the same. However, when I read that article, I felt convicted on some of the things that were said in there. And I looked at it and I analyzed it for exactly what it was, the truth. You understand what I'm saying? It's like black women just can't find reasoning in so many things. You can't find any type of understanding.
Pause. Hey, this is interesting she's saying this because a lot of the things start with who?
With the mother.
With yourself, right? A lot of the issues, this ain't focused properly. A lot of the issues start within yourself.
Right.
All right. Hey, let's go to 2 Corinthians. Give me that. Examine yourself. Because she said, I was convicted. I read this, and then all of a sudden I was like, yeah, this is right. But a lot of our people don't accept that. A lot of the sisters want to accept that, hey, the issues within the single parent, the single mothers raising the kids is that they're not doing it right.
Exactly. You already know when it comes to the black woman anyway. Anything that has the signet of accountability, they not with it.
Exactly.
At all. So let's never forget
look,
that.
that's the word of the year right there for
I'm
them.
telling you, accountability.
Y'all got heavy. Some of the brothers too, though, right?
Facts.
Read what you got, sir.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 13 and verse 5.
Come on.
Examine yourselves whether you be in the faith.
This is a point. It's saying examine yourselves. A lot of times we don't want to examine ourselves.
Right.
We don't want to examine ourselves, all right? Read on.
Prove your own selves.
That's all I wanted in that part. Because a lot of this. Well, I keep going. This for some sisters in this truth too that be having these bad kid issues.
Right. Yeah, they still
read it from the top.
But
this is for women in general. Examine yourself. And some of the sisters in the truth, they need to as well. Read it.
Examine yourselves whether you be in the faith.
For you sisters that's single in the truth and you want a man, but you don't want a man to help raise your kids.
Right.
Come on now, dog.
You gotta examine that. You in this faith? Are you really about the nation?
Message.
Are you really about the nation? Come on.
Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves?
Know you not your own self? Don't you know the way you've been raising the kids is not right? It's wrong. You raising boys and now they growing up to be girls?
Huh.
It ain't right. We see this. We see effeminate men, little boys out there.
We do.
The hell is this?
We see it.
We do.
This is crazy. That's it. That's all I want on that. Let's go back to the video.
Before you sat and read it and really sat there and thought about it, you objected to it because you felt some kind of way about it. I mean, if you are the ones raising sons and the father is gone and he ain't this and he ain't that, then why we got so many problems with our boys? We have problems with our boys because we have problems with these mothers.
Wow.
But you don't want to admit it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to acknowledge it. You don't want to read an article that can help us get better at doing what we do. Instead, you want to read it and be upset about it.
Right.
You know, and I know some of you men are reading it and you feel like the article is telling you that you're not a man because your mother raised you. That's not what it's saying. What it's saying is that you're at a disadvantage for sure. if your mother raised you. I ain't never met a man who told me that his mother raised him and she raised him to be a man. I've met men that said that their mother raised him and he knows how to clean a house. I met a man that told me his mother raised him and he know how to cook. I know a man who said that his mother or grandmother or someone raised him and he knows how to treat women. But I've never met a man, me just personally, who said, you know what, I'm a man because my mother raised me to be a man. She can try, because all she knows is what she knows. She knows what somebody showed her. She knows what someone told her. And she knows what someone experienced. How she experienced other men. She doesn't. And there's different types of men. So the only way that you can learn how to be a man is someone who understands you from the inside out. It's not an exterior thing. You understand what I'm saying? Being a man is something that's internalized. That's why you feel different. That's why men and women argue so much, because we think different. We feel different. Everything is organic.
Hey,
I don't care what you look like on the outside or how you change it. It's what's on the inside. So organically, you are a man, and there's just certain things that a woman can't do. And I don't understand why a black woman would read this article and not find some kind of understanding or be able to relate to it. I know plenty of y'all that's garbage mothers. Garbage. I know a chick, her son called her while she was out, and he's like, Mom, I'm hungry. And she's like, Mother effer will go in there and find you something to eat. Hell, I'm out. She did a lot more cussing, but I'm just saying. Imagine that being your mom. And some of you don't have to imagine because you had that experience growing up as a child.
Hostile.
And I just, it just for the life of me, I just can't understand why black women can't never look at themselves objectively enough to see that they are contributing to the problem that we have in society and with our sons. No one's saying that you're not a good mom. Some of you are. Some of you is trash. But what I'm saying is that even if you are a good mother, you wouldn't want to improve on that. You wouldn't want to read an article that could assist you and help you in doing even better as a mother.
Damn, that sister's fine.
Come on now, dog.
That was not us.
Was it not us?
That was the commentary on the video.
Wait a minute.
The sisters immodest and not properly dressed.
But yeah,
I look at down the panel like, what the?
I'm like, who said that?
That
was on the video. We do not condone.
Yeah, but like the sister was touching on a point, okay, it's still on office. Okay, I guess. But yeah, she was making a valid point. You know what I'm saying? Like a man, like young children, young men. You know what I'm saying? As growing up, you go through a very hostile environment. I know Officer Ezra said it in the middle of the video. That's what we going through. Sit your tail down. I'm gonna throw a shoe at you. You know what I'm saying? You get situations like that because in her eyes, she see you as a boy. She just I gotta talk to you crazy because you a boy. Versus the female child, she teach her differently. You know what I'm saying? And the result, you got that man. You know what I'm saying? You teaching that little boy. You know what I'm saying? You teaching him. What's the word for it? You teaching him wicked. You teaching him how to treat women, how to talk to women crazy. You teaching him how to talk to other men crazy like that. I'm telling you, for real though.
Hey, what's interesting is I'm gonna let you go real quick. That this is a woman saying this.
Right.
She's acknowledging that the single mothers out here ain't right. Now, just like she said, all of them ain't bad, but they still can't raise a strong black man.
Right.
At the end of the day, a single mom cannot do that.
Hell
It's not possible. He had some influence from some other man. It is what it is. Your son turned out all right? Yeah, somebody else was some male figure was in the midst of that assisting. Maybe you didn't know, or maybe you do know. At the end of the day, it's not that single mom because it's not possible. What are they meant to do? Let's go to Titus 2 real quick. The single moms. Titus 2. We're going to read it. We're going to read the role of the mother. Not even single moms, but just a mother in general. Women in general.
You got it?
Book of Titus, chapter 2 and verse 3. The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things.
What?
Teachers of good things.
Now they're supposed to teach good things. Come on.
That they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children.
Keep going.
To be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemed.
Come on.
Young men likewise exhort to be sober-minded.
So I want you to notice something. It never said that she's going to teach the young man.
Hell no.
It really didn't hint at that. Not saying that she's not raising them to teach him ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, but she's not teaching him how to be a man. She can't do it. Read it from 4 again.
Verse 4. That they may teach the young women.
The who?
The young women.
They teach the young women. Come on.
To be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children.
But hold on. If she a single mama, how's she gonna teach a young girl to be a good mother, a husband, a wife to a husband? How's she gonna do that? How is that possible?
Right.
If she's single, it's not possible. So something has to change.
Right.
You got to get these marriages back.
Hey, right. Like
you know what I'm saying?
You gotta be a wife in order to teach them how to be a good husband.
Right. But you see, the role is it's not her teaching the young man to be a man.
Right.
It's her guiding the young daughter not to be a hoe, but to be a righteous wife.
That's right.
Go ahead, yes, sir.
Get that in 2 Chronicles. 2 Chronicles chapter 22 and verse 3. Because a lot of times what happens is when a young man is raised by a single black mother, and I ain't talking about the lovely sisters up in here. I ain't talking about you daughters of Sarah.
Not you sisters.
Talking about our sisters in the world that think they can do it by themselves. This usually what happens. Read that.
I can do bad all by myself.
2 Chronicles chapter 22 and verse 3. He also walked in the ways of the house of Ahab. For his mother was his counselor.
His mother was his what?
For his mother was his counselor.
Let's see what happened when your mother is your counselor. Come on.
To do wickedly.
You're going to do wicked things. Why? Because the scriptures say women are wicked.
Facts.
Oh, we're going to get canceled. No, that's what the Bible says. The congregation of women, wicked. Solomon said, I looked throughout all the world. He said, I see 1,000. Out of 1,000 men, I found one righteous one. Out of the women, I don't see none.
None at all.
Why? Because a lot of times our women are misguided or they're following the ways of this world. So if you're being raised by a woman alone, you're going to be getting counseled to do wickedly.
Right. Or give me any wickedness except what?
You got
the wickedness of a woman.
You got to think about it like even with a single parent, you know, some of them will condone their son going out to sell drugs. You know what I'm saying? They will allow it because they know that they struggling. Instead of telling them, you know what I'm saying, hey, go get you a job. You know what I'm saying? Do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Let me go to work and get your college funds and stuff together while you also working. They be like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Go on and hop into the streets. That's what they condone it. But that's the counselor of a mother.
Yep, the mama will risk her son being in the streets, gang violence, all that because of how broke she is.
Right.
Think about NBA YoungBoy, how his mom is. She support everything he do.
Right.
Yeah, don't talk about my son. Why? Because he going to get the bread, so she don't care what he do.
Right. That goes into, you remember like how I said in Titus 2, the women got to be teachers of good things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the big issue. Our women are not teachers of good things. Because remember, like I was just talking about, like the woman that's telling her kid, you go sit the hell and call them MF and all this stuff. Guess what? She also do that too. The same man that just left.
Right.
That's why now you doing it to the child. You can't do it to the man no more. He gone.
Right. This is crazy.
Little boy ain't got nowhere to go. He forced to stay there. You know what I'm saying? He can't provide for himself yet. That's why he called mama like, hey, I'm hungry.
And that's why he go to the streets and have the gangsters and the drug dealers raise him.
Hey, Esau, that's how you know Esau is one wise race of people.
Right.
Yeah.
They got it all mapped out, like you hitting on earlier with them putting the guns, the drugs, and all that in our community. They know that the direct result of that is young black men being raised by women.
Right.
In turn, what they say, that's gonna stop the rise of a black Messiah.
Right.
Of course.
Hey.
That's why ever since they get that from the Egyptians, they trying to stop
Hey,
the
that's
young male
that's
child.
right. That's heavy right there. And you think about it too, because a lot of times, what do young men say? They either say they mama raised them or the streets raised me.
Right.
It's not that my father was around. There's never the father's around. You don't hear that in a lot of cases. It's the streets raised me or my mama or my grandma.
Right.
And when the streets raised them, that means they mama raised them. Because they That's what it means.
For the streets,
mama
raised
in
her
the
ratchet
streets.
behind.
Yeah, the mama in the streets.
Right, and she usually belonged to the streets.
That's a true story, bro.
Hey,
That's based on a true story. Our people
Definitely.
really
For the
do
streets,
those
my
things.
boy.
Hey, bro, exactly. Hey, let's play this next one. This is our brother right here, man. This brother be going in.
The unrepentant goat, right, Cap? Hey! All praises. Go ahead.
Yes.
How many?
Pause it real quick. Let's
I
get
have
that title.
Boy or girl?
It says alpha mothers make beta sons, then blame men for not being leaders.
What? That's a heavy topic.
Hey, that's damn. That's
The
a topic
unrepentant
within
goat.
itself, right
Hey,
there.
with the
Right, with the suit and tie. That's 4 letters, ain't it?
Right,
Kevin Samuels in the classroom.
right. Go ahead.
Message.
I have a boy.
God bless. So you
Thank
think
you. Absolutely.
No. So I mean, so you think a woman who's not under the leadership of any man is capable and qualified of leading a boy into masculine manhood?
No, I absolutely think it's a hard job. Absolutely.
No, I asked you, is it okay? And the reason so many of our boys are so soft today is because so many women are like yourself, not under anyone's leadership. Why didn't you marry his father?
But do you think that was
Why
my
didn't you marry his
decision?
father? Yes, it's your problem. Yep, it's your problem.
No,
Why
it's
didn't you marry
my
his father?
problem.
Why didn't you marry his father? That
I
don't
didn't marry his father. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. That was my decision. I was younger at that time, and that's still not.
Why didn't you marry his father?
crickets.
I didn't want him.
But you had a baby with him. See what?
I had an abortion the first.
I don't give a
time.
no, man. No. Listen.
No, I'm
This is
gonna
no. This is the problem.
Wait a minute. Wait a
Don't
minute.
run past that. Don't run past that. Don't run past that. Go ahead, y'all.
She had an abortion she had an abortion the first time.
She didn't learn her lesson the first time.
Cause she didn't want to. That's what she was finna get into. Cause she didn't want a baby, but then she messed around and had another one.
Hey,
but she
I
didn't want him. But
I didn't want to kill him twice.
Look. That's how you know. You funny, kinda. That's how you know when it come to that accountability. Listen to how they explain themselves. No. It's not that. I had an abortion the first time. Like, woman, shut your.
Hey,
you
you
sound
know-
more stupid.
This is how
Pride,
we know
man.
that Esau is raising our single mothers, our
Right.
women.
Right.
Because the pride is so strong.
Pride. That's
you going into accountability.
Exactly.
Which is like really pride because you don't want to accept the fact. So for her to throw it on a blame game, and what's crazy is he got 1 million followers on his stuff, right?
He do got a
Plus,
lot.
he got many videos. He got many videos
Right.
of what?
Right.
Of women coming on there saying the same dumb stuff.
Exactly.
But the pride of the woman is so strong, it won't even click that like he just went over this with somebody else.
Man, right.
To accept, like, you right.
They think they're gonna be
We
the
all
one
got
that
this-
go up there and change his mind.
Now, you're not gonna change his mind.
Damn.
Stupid. It is what it is.
Hey, that's why they hate when we got to get on here and speak their mind because they scared to say it, or they just prideful. They don't want to be wrong. So when we get on here and be like, nah, sis, she really just wanted the D. That's what she wanted. At the end of the day, that's what she's saying. I didn't want him, but I had an abortion. But then we had another baby.
Yep.
But I don't want him though.
That's stupid.
Why? That's why you didn't marry him because you just wanted the D, right?
She wanted raw.
She didn't say that, but we gotta say it because that's what it is.
She from the streets. Told you.
So you
Go
got
ahead,
something?
keep playing that, y'all.
Are we?
You want?
I guess we get Acts 8, verse.
guess?
27. I was
Hey.
gonna wait, but like he said, heavy. If you don't have any leadership, a father under the leadership of the children, it's gonna go into corruption. You know. So this is an example. You know, this is an example of a man that needed guidance from a man.
Right.
And it's gonna say it. Watch this. Acts 8, start at verse 27.
The book of Acts, chapter 8, and verse 27. And he arose and went, and behold, a man of Ethiopia, an eunuch of great authority under Candace, queen of the Ethiopians.
Mind you, it said he was under authority under a woman, like you read in Sirach 3. Like the scripture says, he was giving the women giving place to authority. Right? Keep reading.
Who had the charge of all her treasure and had come to Jerusalem for to worship.
Read on.
Was returning and sitting in his chariot, reading Isaiah the prophet.
So this man was reading the book of Isaiah, right? Read on.
Then the Spirit said unto Philip, go near and join thyself to this chariot.
Right, read on.
And Philip ran thither to him and heard him read the prophet Isaiah and said, understandest thou what thou readest?
So a man came to another man and he asked him, do you understand what you're reading in this Bible? Read on.
And he said, how can I?
How can I? Read on.
Except some man.
Some woman.
Some man.
Some woman.
Some man.
Should do what?
Should guide me.
Letting you know the men need guidance from men. Right. It's in the Bible for a reason.
That's right.
That's what the Lord is saying. Keep reading.
And he desired Philip, and he would come up and sit with him.
We desire males in our lives to guide us.
Right.
He didn't resort from him. He didn't put away.
He
desired that a man teaches him because that's the proper way in the black community.
Right.
All right.
Hey, can I get one more script? Give me Isaiah 49:15. Because I just don't want to run past that abortion thing. Over 19 million children have been aborted since 1975. You know, it's my black children.
Wow.
Black children.
Wow.
I'm telling you. So black women, it's time for you to wake up and stand up and understand that, look, you got to stop doing that thing because guess what? You killing your kids. That's murder.
Right.
And guess what? This is what the most I got to say about it. Isaiah 49 and verse 15. If you don't repent from that thing, read what you got.
Isaiah chapter 49 and verse 15. Can a woman forget her sucking child?
Can you forget your sucking child? Oh yeah, I just aborted the baby. I don't remember that no more. I forget it. I forgot my sucking child. Read.
That she should not have compassion on the son of her womb?
Because when you killing your child, that's not showing compassion to your son. Your mother let you live. Why you kill your child?
Right.
Read.
Yea, they may forget. Yet will I not forget thee.
The Most High God said he ain't gonna forget you. He's gonna remember that day. I'm telling you.
That's crazy. Like I remember seeing what you call them joints, like a little meme or something like that.
Right.
The sister said, and y'all know it. The sister said, I knew God was toxic when he kept on when we were sending them babies back and forth to each other.
Right. Come on now, dog.
Basically saying, I'm aborting them. He's sending me another one. I'm aborting that one again. He's sending me another one.
Disgusting.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Now, let's play it on. Is that it on that video?
For the street.
Keep going.
You're a woman outside of anybody's leadership. You didn't marry a father. You married. You had a baby before you had a wedding. That's already a problem. Then he wanted to marry you. You didn't want to marry him. And then you're trying to raise a boy. And then you're going to question why men are what they are. Because women like you make the very men you complain about.
Absolutely.
So don't ask me about why men aren't holding men accountable when this all starts with women like you.
Damn.
Absolutely. I allowed it. I absolutely agree with that.
But your question came in, ma'am, asking why don't men do something? And men can't do anything with unruly women.
Right.
You're unruly.
I get that, but I don't feel like I'm unruly though. I
Ma'am,
feel like
you're not under anybody's leadership. You're not
because
married.
of my decision though. Is that
You said, I asked you why you did not marry his father. You said you did not want to. That's your decision. I listened very well, but you decided to do something and bring a boy child into this world, and he's not under a male leadership. You're not under any leadership, and you are going to likely create the same thing you were going to complain about at the beginning.
Message.
And that's the problem. This is a cycle over and over again. How do you fix it? Get up under somebody's leadership. Submit. Stop being so masculine.
Oh. Hey, you heard it here from Kevin. You heard it?
Yes, Kevin.
Hey, get that in Colossians chapter 3.
Hey, he said what? Submit.
I heard it.
Get under some leadership.
He said that.
Because our sisters hate young Kevo. They hate little Kevo. Let's see what the Bible says.
Sam.
Let's see what your Jesus said. Colossians chapter 3. Read that.
3 and what?
3 and 18.
The book of Colossians, chapter 3 and verse 18. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husband.
Wives, do what?
Submit yourselves unto your own husband.
So first things first, stop being a girlfriend. Stop being a jump off. Stop being a sneaky link.
Stop being for the streets.
Stop being for the streets and become a wife.
Right.
And then you must do what? Read that again.
Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husband.
You must submit. That's the number one problem in the black home.
Right.
The woman refuses to submit to that man.
100%.
God said you must submit. That's biblical. So Kevin Samuels is on point with that.
You know why she don't submit, right?
Yes.
Because she don't want the man to be her husband. She just want the D.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's all
That's
it
what
is.
she
She don't want a husband. She don't want the husband at all. She just want the man for his ride.
Means to an end. Supply something I need. That's it.
Exactly.
She want them benefits because if she let the man back in the house, they're going to cut off them food
Right.
stamps. They're going to cut off them WIC.
Right.
Section 8. Because you know, Section 8, they'll come to your house and see if a man lives.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
He
Oh,
can't be in
yeah.
there.
They're going to make routine checkups for sure.
Message. You got to go.
Go ahead. Let's finish that out. Let's.
So if I ask the men, right. So why didn't you marry his father again?
Okay. I didn't make the best decision.
Why didn't you
I didn't
marry
blame
his
him
father
either,
again?
though. I never blamed
Why
him.
didn't you marry his father again?
Because I made a bad decision.
What does that mean?
That means that I wasn't going to have.
He wanted to
enough.
marry you,
Yeah, he's still.
and you did not marry him.
No, I made a bad decision.
Right? No.
I did.
He wanted to
But I still
marry
love
you.
my son.
He wanted to marry you. You did not want to marry him, but you decided to have a baby.
Hey, pause it real quick.
See,
Yeah.
This what women failing to realize. Like, even if she did feel like she had made a bad decision at the end, listen, you already opened up your legs to that man. The Bible says when you lay down and have sex with a woman, what it say? Surely.
Yep.
Endow her to be your wife.
And that's what he
so
said.
she thinking, oh, I had sex, I had a baby, but now I'm making a bad decision and I can get a redo. You know what I'm saying? I can start over with another man.
Send him
No,
back.
that's not how it go in the Bible. But see, this is the kind of stuff that we're learning in the world. You can play it on.
decided to have a baby. See, let me
Yes,
explain.
because I
Listen.
didn't-
No,
I
listen.
didn't-
Listen.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Women today, becoming a mother is far less of a decision than becoming getting married. That's the problem. You have women who are quicker to
Hey,
have
you
a
hear what he
baby
just said?
than become a wife.
Hey, pause.
That is in fuck.
A little bit of language, keep a little back.
Play that. No, I swear. Nah, look. Matter of fact, go back. Go play it again.
Right.
I done lost my thought. He did.
Right. Just run it back a little bit, y'all.
Yeah, a little bit.
Pull it
Because
back
he
a
said
couple
some. Hey, he said some smooth stuff just now. Play it right there.
Quicker to have a baby than become a wife.
Now go back a little
That
bit. Right there.
Getting married. That's the problem. You have women who are quicker to have a baby than become a wife.
That's it.
That is
Pause.
in fucking insane.
That's what we wanted to hear. That's insane.
Very much.
They'll make a baby quick,
Quick.
but they don't want to have a husband.
Stupid. That's how you know the whole motive to begin with. She wouldn't have opened her legs if she was looking for something.
Right.
If she was looking for something long term, all that, the husband, the light at the end of the tunnel.
Hey, let me get this scripture before you get there. Go to Genesis chapter 3 and verse 16. What he just said is what the Bible, this is how you know the woman is so backwards. But the Bible says this right here. Read what you got. Genesis chapter 3 and verse 16.
The book of Genesis, chapter 3 and verse 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception.
Because the woman does something wicked. She tried to
Facts.
put herself over the man. She said, "I'm a God. I want to be the creator." She said what?
I'm a savage.
I'm a savage.
Classy.
Exactly. She had that mind in the independent woman,
Ratchet.
what she was trying to be. Read it again.
Until that woman, he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow.
So he gonna greatly multiply your sorrows. How?
And thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband.
So what he said is it's quick for them to bring kids, right? But they don't want a husband. The Bible says you gonna labor in pain because the wickedness you did,
right?
But your desire should be to your husband. So that man you lay down with should be your husband.
Right.
So it's
That's
two
right.
things. Yes, make the baby that you want, but also have a husband.
So you got to think about it though, like this. Listen, the woman messed up, right?
Right.
He said, "I'm gonna multiply your sorrows and your conception." So therefore, you got to desire your husband because you not made to lead.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You are not made to make those decisions that just, you know what I'm saying, that a man can make.
Right.
Exactly. Finish it out. That's what it's saying.
And he shall rule over
And
thee.
He shall rule over thee. They read that subconsciously. They know that the man's supposed to rule over.
Right.
They do know.
But because the feminist movement has increased in the communities, because the white woman is now the new black woman,
Because there's
they
a
do-
new thing in the earth.
because of new things in the earth.
Hey,
Nah, they can't
we
have
gotta
it.
get to this. Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you what the problem was in this situation. This
What was
this
it?
situation is different.
Is it?
This one was a hoe. It is what it was. It is. Hey, give me Proverbs chapter 23 and verse 27. Remember, he asked. She had one baby already, and she aborted it. She literally had another baby, and she didn't say it was from that dude when she aborted the first one.
Right.
And then this dude wanted to get with her and wanted to marry her.
It was from
the same dude.
yeah.
But this dude wanted to marry her, wanted a relationship with, wanted to do that, but she like, nah, I don't want that. I just want the deed. That type of spirit is a whore spirit. That's what it is,
You know what
a
it is?
whore
She an
spirit.
independent hoe.
Independent hoe. You know, nasty. Never mind. Give me what you got. Proverbs chapter 23 and verse 27.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 23 and verse 27.
So this is the Bible. I said she was a hoe. Guess what? It's in the Bible. Read what you got.
For an whore is a deep ditch.
A hoe is a deep ditch. Read.
And a strange woman is a narrow pit.
Read.
Verse 28. She also lieth in wait as for a prey.
Guess what? She waited. Hey, the dude up here trying to get married. Guess what? He waited, telling how long to try to marry the sister. Guess what? It was just for prey. Because now what? What's she getting off the dude? Child support. He ain't in the house. For real. Read on.
And increases the transgressors among men.
So guess what? She making that brother in the midst of sin when he tried to marry her. And guess what? Now he got to go move on to another dang on woman.
Right.
I'm telling you. Because now, whenever a man lay down with a woman, he's supposed to be married. So now he got to leave that woman. That's adultery.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bruh.
Hey, let's get the next video.
Hey, why they get... Okay, wait, never mind. Y'all fast. Y'all fast. Hey, okay, real quick. I wanted to read the definition of desire because we just read it in Genesis 3, right? Desire. A strong feeling of wanting to have something or wishing for something to happen. So, when you read that in Genesis 3, it says this is the attribute or the characteristic a wife's supposed to have towards her husband. You know what I'm saying? So, if you supposed to be desiring him, why the hell is you having sex with him and then, you know what I'm saying, leaving? So you desired him for the other things, just for the deed, not because God appointed this man for you to provide, you know what I'm saying, give you the authority to raise up the kids. You see what I'm saying? You done messed all of that up.
I get tired of you broads.
Hey, let's go ahead and play that video.
A single mother.
Conversation about my son.
Pause it for a second.
This is titled, A Single Mother Cannot Raise a Boy to Be a Man.
And I want to share with you things that I go through in my struggles of being a woman attempting to raise a little boy to be a man. And I say attempting because I can't do it. This is something else that women need to understand when they get themselves into a situation that they're having children by men they are not married to. Because you're setting yourself up to be left by yourself to raise these kids. My son is 5, my daughter is 9. Only a few months ago did my son discover what a urinal was. Now, he doesn't know this because he's always with mom. And if he has to use the bathroom, then he goes into the ladies' room with mom. So when my father took him into a restroom, my son didn't know what he was looking at. And he asked my father, should he stand in it? To which my dad was like, no, and he told him how to use the urinal.
Hey, didn't I just mention this?
When we're together, my son and my daughter and I, and we have group activities, there are things that my daughter does and reactions that she has that my son repeats. And I don't like it. And I have to try and step in and say, no, son, that's not for boys. For example, puppies. When my daughter gets this high-pitched squealy sound when puppies are around, oh, the puppies are cute, and my son repeats that. I have to say, well, first of all, it hurts my feelings because it's not an appropriate response for a male, but I have to say to my son, no, you just say good boy, you don't start screaming and hollering like a female. But I just noticed that my son copies my daughter because she's the older child, and there's no male influence around to show him how a man responds or how a male should react to a situation.
Can I get script real quick?
Another thing.
Proverbs 14 and verse 1. Proverbs 14 and verse 1, because this is where it starts at. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that mind to always be steps ahead of Satan. So what she examining, seeing with her eyes right now, she know that that's not right. But you got a lot of women in the world right now that they think that kind of behavior is cute. You know what I'm saying? Or it's to be tolerated because the Bible says, "Come as ye are." You can't find it in the Bible nowhere. So look it up. Proverbs 14 and verse 1.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 1. Every wise woman buildeth her house.
So the key word in that line right there is a wise woman. So you got to use wisdom and discernment to pick out these things and see the characteristics of your child. If you got older daughters and then you have a boy, you're going to have to watch him because he being raised around his sisters. You know what I'm saying? And then the mama when the pops is gone. Read on.
But the foolish plucketh it down with her hands.
The foolish plucketh it down with her hands. Guess what? It's all in your hands because you sat there and allowed it. So what this sister right here doing, and then the other sister too, this is examples of accountability. You know what I'm saying? And seeing,
that's right.
And seeing what, you know what I'm saying, is better for the kids. You play on.
Hey, real quick though, you're really right too, because I was thinking, this young lady, where's the daddy? Where is he at? I mean, that's what it boiled down to. Right. So I get it, your feelings hurt, but what did you do? And it could be something, maybe this was one of those rare situations or something, but she opened the legs to somebody who's not the daddy, who's not there. So
go ahead, let's play.
React to a situation. Another thing is sports. While I was an avid swimmer and softball player and played a little basketball in my youth, I am not very good at sports. I'm not rough and tumble. I run and I play tag with them and things of that nature. But when it comes to the technical aspect of sports, I have no idea what I'm doing. And I can't teach my son too much. And lastly,
she said, I can't teach my son too
men
much.
Build things. And
Hey, she cut.
I have a wonderful father, and as a child, he built doll houses with me, and he built things out of furniture. He built furniture out of wood. He has a shop. He still does have a shop in his garage, and he would build things with me, and that is something that my son is going to miss. Now, I can attempt to do this and flimsily maybe put together some things with my son, but I don't have a male mind. Men are made. I'm sorry, men.
Mind.
She don't have a what?
Men are better with.
She said, "I don't have a male mind."
Exactly. Go ahead. Let's get the next video.
Space.
You wanted the scripture real quick? Okay. So we see that the mother here is showing, and this is how we know. I was going back to that pride, that a lot of sisters have pride, or single mothers, because of independent mindset or whatever the case may be, that they won't accept or be accountable or take the accountability on that they can't raise the young man.
Right.
Because she's saying she don't have a male mind. I go to the bathroom with the women, and then my father go here, and he don't know if he's supposed to sit down or stand up on the urinal. Like these are like, you know what I'm saying? He don't even know how to properly use a toilet.
Come on now,
So
dog.
we know that we need the man in the house.
Right.
At the end of the day, we need the man in the house.
That's a song, and it can't raise a man or something like that.
Can't raise a boy to be a man.
Right.
A woman can't raise a boy to be a man.
I don't know.
Possibly.
It's there, but I don't know. Like
Somebody
I
need
know.
to make
Hey,
it.
this Proverbs 14 you pulled though a second ago, that every wise woman built her house. It's crazy. I know. Hey, listen, our people, we destroyed. We don't have the laws. We don't have the commandments. That's what we doing. That's why we making sure we coupling this information with the laws of God, with the Bible, so you understand that. This sister, she got to understand that, and the rest of them do, because the issue also with this accountability piece is she's saying all this, right? She needs to go find him a father. But she'll never be able to properly do it without the Bible, without the law, so she can, prove and do all those things. But that's what it boils down to. She gonna have to look within herself, be like, hey, I made this mistake, I did this. Like, she gonna have to find a father figure for this young man. She gotta go and work on this some kind of way.
Exactly.
Right.
Put him around men that can help groom him to be a man.
Why she posting this video? What is this long, drawn out, repeating the same thing over and over again as video? What's going on
I
here?
think it's say it's needed, but we got multiple that's the same, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Hey,
Oz.
get Sirach 36 and 25. Because towards the end of the clip, she started saying what I don't have a male mind.
Right.
Basically, she's saying I got these kids and I don't know what to do.
Right.
I'm falling apart. My son, I think my son might be confused. I need help. That's what the scriptures say. Read what you got.
the book of Sirach. Go ahead.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 36 and verse 25. Where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled.
So understand, because the scriptures say the wife is the possession. So a woman without a husband, she is spoiled. She destroyed. She's of no value. She's of no use. Why? Because a woman needs a man to teach her and show her what to do and what not to do.
That's right.
I know Boosie told you to be Miss Independent. I know Neo said that's the reason he loved you. But that's not scriptural. God said where no possession is, where no hedge is, the possession is spoiled. That man is there to guide you, to protect you, to lead. So until our women understand that, your kids are going to continue to be confused, and we're going to continue to be in this condition.
Hey, sidebar real quick for men, because you mentioned Neo, right? Love an independent woman, right? The men that say that they really want you to be their mama. At the end of the day, they want another mama. They ain't that they really love an independent woman, because when you get in an argument, it's like, what the hell, it's all craziness. They just want you to be their mama. Think about that. They don't really want that wifey type material. Just mama. Want to go over there every now and then and get some milk.
Come on now, dog.
Hey, and another thing too, like we were saying, understanding that we gotta stand on this Bible, right? Because knowing your history and knowing how the men of the Lord operated, knowing how they take care of business, that's why I say the sister, she got to get this information. You sisters out there, you got to know this, because the men of the Lord don't roll like that. When we get in these houses, when we have a house of our own, when we have our kids, our family, we do what we're supposed to do. Our forefathers set that example, right? Let me get a scripture real quick. Give me Genesis 18 and 19 real quick. Because I'm telling you, hey, Father Abraham himself, watch this, read.
The book of Genesis, chapter 18 and verse 19. For I know him, that he will command his children.
Start at 18 real quick so they know who we're talking
Verse
about.
18. Seeing that Abraham shall surely become a great and mighty nation.
Come on now. I say Abraham is going to become a great and mighty nation. Read.
And all the nations of the earth shall be blessed in him.
Read.
For I know him, that he will command his children.
It says, I know that he will command his children. Hey, the men of the Lord that's up here following the example of the scriptures, we command our children.
That's right.
You understand? We make sure that we teach them the commandments, what the Bible says to do. We raise up our sons and daughters. Because guess what? Without the father, even daughters aren't going to be raised properly. Because they're going to come and continue the cycle and continue to be in the system and continue to make these childish boys and men that are coming up. It's going to be going over and over again. Read.
And his household after him.
And everybody else in that household after him. He's going to make sure he guides them properly with the laws of God. Read.
And they shall keep the way of the Lord.
What? They should do what?
And they shall keep the way of the Lord.
We know the way in which we should walk. Read.
To do justice and judgment. That the Lord may bring upon Abraham that which he hath spoken of him.
So you see that right there? That history is what, you know what I'm saying, the men of the Lord are going to teach to their sons. And guess what the son's going to do? Follow behind that example as well.
That's right.
That's all I wanted.
Hey, all praise to the Most High.
We finna go to, oh yeah, we need to take a quick break.
Yeah, we're going to take a quick break.
Make sure y'all sharing. Make sure y'all liking. Make sure y'all subscribing. Make sure y'all, put some comments up. Call in. We want to hear your 2 cents. Maybe you think that the single mama doing a straight job raising up a mighty man. I don't know what you got going, but call us. 1-833-878-7234, extension 7. All right, make sure y'all share this video as well. We're going to a quick break. This is Let's Talk Truth.
What club was that at?
That was admit that a lot of people don't even realize they.
I've called her. She hasn't responded. I've called her more than a few times.
But the Zulu Nation, I'm like, what the hell is this? I know nobody know what I'm talking about. You'll leave me on the island by myself. I don't know what the hell Bishop's talking about. That's what y'all do. Then after class, yeah, I knew what you were talking about. I just don't want to be caught out there. The hell is this? Get on my damn nerves. So read that again, 31.
You're missing the crown on your head. I don't mean no disrespect, but why you worried about all these peasants? You are the king, my protector. I need you to rule over me, 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 rule over me. You shine like the sun and the moon. You light up the room like fire in the sky. You burn like the stars. Don't forget who you are. You're a ruler, you're a king, and the world will know it. No way, yeah. You bling like a jeweler, royalty, and the world will know it. The world will know it. If they could see through my eyes, they see the image of God.
Yes, sir. What's up, you guys? We're back again with it.
Right. Hey, we back,
Hey,
y'all.
we back.
We
Let's
back.
talk truth. Commercial was too damn long.
Hey, y'all, don't forget, bear with us in IT. We apologize, y'all. It is what it is.
Yes, sir.
We're a little off today.
Hey, let's get this real quick. This video.
Oh man!
What's the
All right,
title
so
of it?
as
What's
we
the title
told,
of it?
yeah, this video is gonna be titled "The Sons of Single Black Mothers: Lessons of Healing." So yeah, we finna get this queued up. See if this brother talking the right stuff.
Is a form of abuse. And so when he leaves, they experience the abuse and the trauma of their father leaving. They start to think, you know, am I really worthy of being loved? My father left me. I must not be worth anything. So in other words, in the midst of the devastation, they too are trying to process things emotionally, trying to process things intellectually, trying to process the traumatization of the abandonment. And so as a single black mother, you want to make sure that you assist them in the healing as opposed to furthering the trauma by taking out your frustrations on them, taking out your anger on them in the form of verbal abuse, emotional abuse, or in some cases physical abuse or physical violence. One of the things I want to speak on before I move on is that sometimes what takes place in the midst of the parental abandonment is that the sons or the daughters of the single mothers, or both, sons and daughters of single mothers, become financial resources later on in life for the single mother. In other words, a black single mother sees them as a financial resource, sometimes an emotional resource, sometimes as a physical resource, and sometimes as an intellectual resource. And we're going to come back to this later. I just want to just preface what I'm going to be talking about next by saying this, that sometimes what takes place in terms of the relational transformation that takes place in the aftermath of the abandonment and the devastation is the way in which the single black mother sees her children is as a resource now. And whereas before she may have saw the children's father as that resource, which he should have been anyway. But now that he's out of the home, now she projects, again, projecting onto the children. It may be the oldest sister, it may be the oldest son, it may be both, it may be all of her children. This sense of entitlement, that somehow they are going to have to be the ones that provide her with the financial support, or as a financial resource, they provide her with the financial support, or the emotional support as an emotional resource, or with the physical support as a physical resource, or with the intellectual support as an intellectual resource. We're going to come back to this because this is something you got to be very careful about as a single black mother.
Hey, he said some stuff right there because you got to think about, it says financial, right?
Right.
So we've been hitting on this for a little minute pertaining to the man being pulled out the house so that the woman can be financially, they ain't even stable, but gain more when the man is out.
Right.
Or so they think.
It's almost
they think they get benefits.
It's almost like a fiend. You know what I'm saying? You give them just you know what I'm saying, enough to where they start running out. Like, you gotta come back to me begging. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's where it going to. You gotta depend on that white man.
Right.
You hear something?
No,
yeah, you got to think
like
about that.
$1,200 stimulus. You spent that in 1 month off of your damn rent. and
Come
all
on
that.
now, dog.
But nah, you know, they get all these other checks. They get $1,000 food stamps.
Yep.
So $1,000 food stamp is worth more than a black man raising his son. This is what the women think today.
That's exactly it.
That's worth more.
Because Esau, they think long term. They thinking, oh,
They
if
ahead
the
of the
father
game.
is there. Yeah, they may not have as much food as we can get them with the stem or whatever. Because we ain't gonna give them a job, blah blah blah. Because they think it's so far ahead, all that's included. But they like if the man is there, they know in return in the end, it's gonna produce more wealth in our community because men are being raised by other men, and we're gonna have generational wealth.
You say it's gonna produce more wealth and it's gonna produce a safe community.
Right.
Because if the men are in the house, they can teach the young ones. If the right men are in the house,
Right.
they can teach the young ones how to be right, according to the scriptures. Have a good mind, not to go out and just be doing dumb stuff. Guide them the proper way.
Right.
Then the communities, everything changes. Then Esau can't say, "Well, dang, I can't use them no more."
Right.
Then they got to go back to lynching and killing.
Yep. Because guess what? They gonna be in trouble because the prison industry is what
They need 'em.
The $1 billion industry.
They need them.
So they gotta put all these pieces together for them to stay rich.
Exactly.
Rich to get richer.
Hey, and then with the EBT, like, you can't even use that everywhere. So they using this money to go buy garbage and put it into the, you know what I'm saying? They put it into the fridge.
Right.
So they giving you money to go kill yourself faster.
But they use it to increase their funds. So think about it. They take the $1,000 and they gonna flip it. They gonna get 100 off of somebody else for 80 or whatever. You know how that is.
Yep.
They gonna
Selling
do this.
their food stamps.
They gonna sell the food stamps. They gonna benefit some way. They ain't gonna have. They gonna work the minimum amount of jobs the hours that they need a week to keep them checks coming in. Now, I can only work 20 hours.
They tell you the moment
my
your
check-
bank account
right.
to have food stamps, they require you to bring your bank statements.
Food stamps, all the other stuff too,
Yep.
though. All the other little
Yep.
checks they get, they gotta have. They can't have this many hours.
If you got over $2,000 in your bank account, they will take your food stamps away.
Come on, man.
They like you
Crazy.
can't have money and food stamps.
You can't get these other these random checks they be getting you can't get all these checks if you don't agree to my policies.
I'm gonna get them my Arby's W-2s from when I was.
Hey, right. Hey, let's jump. We can't get this one. Let's get the one with us, the Steve Harvey one. Let's get that.
Ah, man.
Wait, you wanted this one?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We
Go ahead.
finna wrap it up, man.
Yeah.
Let's get this.
Because Trey is going to live with his father.
His father?
Yes, his father. Or did you think we made babies by ourselves?
Hey, she underrated, bro.
Tell her go jump in the lake, Mama.
What was our agreement? What did we put down in writing? I, Trey Styles, being of sound mind and body, agree not to get into any disputes, whether physical or verbal, for the rest of the school year.
Hey, pause
If
it
I
real
do
quick.
not conform to this.
So for y'all that don't know what's going on, she wrote a letter. They made a commitment, like a vow. This is what you gonna do while you living with me. So this is what she is reading to her son. Play on.
Disagreement, I will go to live with my father, Mr. Furious Styles. Signed, oh now, who wrote this? Trey Styles. You have to work on your handwriting.
Garbage.
Right. Bean pie.
I just don't want to see you end up dead or in jail.
Stop.
Right.
We can't just run past that. So she realized that him being in a single mom home, what's gonna happen? He might
Dead or
end
in
up
jail.
dead or in jail.
Mom can only do so much.
She can only do so. She can only raise him to a certain level where he need a man. Go ahead and get the mic, man.
So this woman was wise enough to understand that, hey, I can't raise no dang on man.
Right.
You can't raise a man. You got to go to your father.
Right. Play on. Play on.
stores. Can you understand that? Look at me. I'm serious. I love you. You're my only son.
Hey, I want y'all to notice something. So, if the mother avoids bringing the son around the man, she don't love him.
Right.
Cause she just said she's on the way to take him where?
To her dad.
To his daddy. She said, "I love you." She's showing love by letting the man raise the son.
Right.
This is the issue. This is why we see abortions in the neighborhoods. We see the crime rate is crazy because the single independent mom does not love the little boy.
Right.
It is what it. She love the daughter though. The daughter gonna grow up to be just like her, out in the streets shaking the tail, whatever the case. Single mom herself.
Right.
And a lot of cases is like that. But guess what? That boy, if he stay under that house, he gonna be effeminate, and then you gonna show no love.
Right.
You gonna have no love. Go ahead.
Come on, man.
Dope.
Hey, y'all watch this. This show women can't drive neither. Watch this. What the? Why it cut off like that? Ah, man.
How you doing?
I'm fine. How about yourself?
I'm living. That's enough for me.
Well, here he is.
What's the matter? You can't say hi?
Hey, skip up a little bit when he hop in the car with her.
Go ahead.
Oh, there you go. Just play on. No, play on. Brother's trying to watch the whole damn movie.
There goes your son.
Hey, look, real quick.
You
Listen.
wanted him, you
He happy that his son is there too.
Right.
Cause what you know what I'm saying? What's a lot of people think that
stereotype is-
the stereotype is that the man don't want his son.
Right.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That obviously he ain't happy for his child to be. What the hell?
Come
He
on,
happy.
man.
He happy.
Yeah.
Because he love his son.
I can only imagine the backstory between whatever the reason why they either not together or whatever the reason why, you know what I'm saying, he over there with her or whatever, because just really watch that.
She know the backstory because she was successful, right?
Right.
The backstory is she's an independent mama.
Exactly. She was trying to.
She independent. She want to do her thing. She didn't want the man to rule over her. That's what it is. What it is.
Exactly.
Now she had to.
She had to humble down.
She humbled down.
Yeah.
She submitted to him at this moment.
Play on. It's almost done.
got him.
Why you trying to make this so easy?
Well, it's like you told me. I can't teach him how to be a man.
Huh?
That's your job.
Hey.
Well, it's like you told me. I can't teach him how to be a man. That's your job.
That's it.
Well,
That's
it's
it.
like you told me.
Hey, you can pull it down. That's it right there.
Teach him how to be a man.
That's it. That's
For
reality.
sure,
She can't teach him how to be a man. That's the father's job. That's the father's job.
Hey, and if you know this whole movie, what happens in this movie is he got friends, he got neighbors that he grew up with in their hood. What happened to them that didn't have no fathers? Doughboy ended up going to jail because he's stealing at the store at what, 13, 12 years old. He get out, he Doughboy, that's his name. The other dude, this other brother, Ricky, he got sport dreams.
He was the favorite.
He was the favorite. Yeah, and then you would see through the movie like,
she had
what you hit me for? What you hit when they fight? Like, what you hit me for?
Right.
Yeah, he got into the football world. She loved that.
Yep.
Because
She couldn't stand Doughboy though.
Take care of her. That's what it was.
Right.
But it's another scene when what's his name? Martin. I mean, Fishburne, Lamar, whatever his name is. Lawrence. Yeah.
Furious Style.
Yeah. Lawrence. He was speaking to his son about, you see how your sons is. They don't have fathers. That's why I'm trying to teach you and raise you. And at the end, he was all right. He was all right.
Yeah, he stayed out of certain things. He stayed out of trouble in some cases to avoid dying. You know what I'm saying? Like he probably would have if he was with his mama. Rough neighborhood. All right, let's get the next video. The next video. So we seeing now, y'all, that in all these cases in real life, that some of these sisters confessing saying, hey, what? She can't raise a boy until a man.
Exactly.
No matter how independent you want to be, it's not possible.
Can we get one quick scripture?
Yes, sir.
John chapter 5, verse 20. John chapter 5, verse 20. Like what the sister said on the video is real true. And watch what Christ said regarding him and the Father. But keep it in the context as us, with our fathers and us having sons. Watch what the Lord said.
The book of John, chapter 5 and verse 20. For the Father loveth his son.
For the what?
For the Father loveth the Son.
The Father loves their sons. It's natural. Read on.
And showeth him all things that himself does.
He show him all things that himself doeth, because we can only teach him what we do. We can't teach him what women do. This is the point right here. Keep reading.
And he will show him greater works than these.
Meaning what? When we raise our children, we want them to be greater than ourselves. That was the mindset that the Father had with Christ.
That's right.
That ye may be marvel.
That he what?
That ye may marvel.
Meaning what? That you be like, man, this is his son? Wow, he raised them real correct. And that's what we doing here when we teach our children, to make them better than ourselves.
That's right.
Oh,
that's some good stuff right there. All praises. Hey, let's play this real. Let's find one.
They want to make good choices. It's just they have a hard time. And if they don't have someone to emulate, it's that much harder for them.
Yeah, see, that's the truth of it. And what I try to get single moms to understand is that wanting to have someone to emulate, it cannot be you. Because what they struggling with and what they trying to figure out, man, can only be taught by a man. I'm telling you, Jalen, let me ask you something, man. How do you think it went?
I think it went really good because first when Ben came, I thought he was a stranger to me. And I didn't want to say anything to him, I thought this was a joke at first. I didn't really take it serious, but then at the end of the day, I started thinking, I was like, this is somebody that can help me out. This is somebody that is successful in life. They've done things that I would like to do, be very successful. When I got stuff off my chest, like manhood, he said it's real, the real world. It's crazy, things happen. It's not given to you, things aren't given to you. You have to work for it.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Hey. No, he said something heavy. He said the sons or the young men need someone to emulate. And that's true, because we was raised up in gangs. We was raised up in the streets. But like we read in the scriptures, the same account is in the word of God. Can we get that in Acts chapter 4, verse 13? Because when he said emulate, that struck something. Verse 13. Acts chapter 4. Watch what it says.
The book of Acts chapter 4 and verse 13. Read it. Now when they saw the boldness of Peter and John.
Peter and John was one of the two of the disciples that followed Christ. Read on.
And perceived that they were unlearned and ignorant men.
Because they ain't go to the schools of learning like the Pharisees. Read on.
They marveled.
They what?
They marveled.
They was shocked. Why? Read on.
And they took knowledge of them, that they had been with Jesus.
They knew they was with Christ because they emulated him. how he taught, how he brought out the scriptures, how they patterned themselves in their teaching, they knew that these men was with Christ because they had to emulate someone they followed. Like, so how the men was asking for those images, same thing our brothers, the disciples in the Bible had to do with Christ. Because that's how we grow. That's how we move in His truth. We got to learn from men.
Hey, get that in Sirach 30 and 6.
Exactly.
You better get that?
Nah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Sirach chapter 30 and verse 6. Saying the same thing that they said. The same exact thing. Read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 30 and verse 6.
Read it out.
He left behind him an avenger against his enemies.
A father that raises his kids will leave behind him in a what?
Against his enemies.
Read.
And one that shall requite kindness to his kids.
Read.
He that maketh too much of his son, he bind up his wounds, and his bowels will be troubled at every cry.
Read verse 4. That's what I want, verse 4.
Verse 4. Though his father die, yet he is as though he were not dead.
Why? Read.
For he have left one behind him that is like himself.
He has left him a son that's going to emulate everything that his father did. It's as if the father never left. Same thing with Christ. When Christ died, it produced thousands of Christ. Now they don't know what to do.
Right.
They thought killing him would be the end. No, he produced more of him.
Right.
It's the same thing fathers should do with their sons.
Exactly. You know what's cool about this? Let's jump down to verse 11 because this is talking about the father in the house, right?
Right.
If the man was in the house, he wouldn't let this happen.
Right.
Watch.
Verse 11. Give him no liberty in his youth, and wink not at his follies.
A real man wouldn't give him liberty in his youth and wink at his follies. But that single mother laughing at him, winking, she'll look over these things. Right. She'll look over these things he's doing. Every time one of these bad kids die, what the mama say?
Man.
Oh my God! It was a good baby.
Right.
No, he wasn't a good baby. You
Right.
were winking at the issues at hand. You were looking over these things. You destroyed your son.
That's heavy
Right,
what you bring
that's-
it up because you got to think about it. Like we just discussed earlier. When it come to women, you right. A father will not wink at those things.
Right, you ain't getting this kind of lip low.
What do women do whenever they don't know how to deal with something as well? They just let it be.
Yeah.
They just let it be.
Come
Let
on
it
now,
be.
They give them liberty.
Exactly.
I didn't think that was bad.
Right.
Right,
Exactly.
exactly. I really didn't know what. I mean, he ain't got his daddy. He ain't back to the no accountability, but they just let it be. Go ahead.
Stay in your lane.
The Bible lets you know, like, can you give me Proverbs 22 and 6? Well, yeah, I was Isaiah. The Bible lets
I
you
got
know, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why this word is put here for us.
Right.
It's the God of life. It's the book of life. You know what I'm saying? Proverbs 22 and 6.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go.
What's the way that the child should go? In the laws of God. You need to train up the child in the laws. And it says that in Psalm 78. Read on.
And when he is old, he will not depart from
And
it.
he ain't going to depart from it. You know what I'm saying? But from there, jump to Psalm 78 and verse 5 real quick. I'm sorry. And then all the way down to 6. Because this is the importance of what's going to change the generations from being like a Generation Z or a millennial generation or what the last one, Generation Y, Gen Z and all. You know what I'm saying? When you look at these generations, you know what I'm saying? All our children learn from internet and they learn wickedness. You know what I'm saying? Read what you got. Psalm 78, verse 5.
The book of Psalms, chapter 78 and verse 5.
Read.
For he established a testimony in Jacob
Uh-huh.
and appointed a law in Israel.
So the laws of God was given to the Israelites. Yes, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, you are the Israelites. Read.
which he commanded our fathers that they should make them known to their children.
We was commanded to make these laws known to our children. At one point in time in history, we used to teach our children the commandments. But now you look up, they ain't getting taught thou shalt not kill no more. They getting taught how to flip a O to a brick, how to do all this. That's what they getting taught. They getting taught wickedness. Read on.
That the generation to come might know them.
So that way the generations to come might know them. Read.
Even the children which should be born, who should arise and declare them to their children.
And guess what? They're going to let them know to their children, and guess what's going to end up happening? We're going to be known as a wise nation. That's the thing. Right now, we're at the bottom, but guess what? When we start getting the laws of God into our children, we're going to become a wiser and wiser generation versus a dumb dumbass generation.
Hey,
Exactly.
you absolutely right, officer, because the thing is, and this is my last script, but the thing is, you know what I'm saying, like you said, you speaking about the generations. Because the generation now, a lot of the products that's out here of these single parent households is a bunch of childish boys, not real men that no, the single mother cannot raise a real man.
Exactly.
She's raising up children. Give me Luke 7:32 real quick. Luke 7:32. Watch this. Let's see what Jesus said about this here.
The book of Luke, chapter 7 and verse 32.
Bring it out.
They are like children unto, my bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, verse 31, yeah. Luke chapter 7 and verse 31. And the Lord said, whereunto then shall I liken the men of this generation?
So what are the men in this generation like? Think about it. Because I'm telling you, all the ones out here right now in this gang violence, shooting each other, quick to pop off. Remember, we said it in another show, class, or something before. It's not that you're not tough, young brother. It's not that you can't throw hands, but you don't have the ability to think and operate like a man.
You're emotional.
You're emotional. Let's talk it out. Let's have a manly conversation. Instead, you get in your feelings and you want to shoot. Or somebody beat your behind because you ain't had a daddy putting fire to your backside. Therefore, you don't even know how to take a tail whipping anymore. So you want to shoot. You want to be quick on the draw. Read.
And to what are they like? Mm-hmm. They are like unto children sitting in a marketplace.
They're like children sitting in the marketplace. These are supposed to be the men. But we look out here and what do we see? A bunch of children. They don't know how to take care of anything. All they know how to do is sell drugs, do whatever the streets is telling them to do. Mama not telling them to do nothing. They're like children. If you're not a man, the only other thing you can be is a boy. Or you can go the other way with the alphabets. That's it on that?
And calling one to another and saying. Well, that's pretty much.
Yeah, that's it. That's basically the point there. But yeah, it's a bunch of boys out here. It's a bunch of children. These women are not able to raise up real men.
Hey, y'all seen that recent shooting in, I think it was North Carolina?
No, what happened?
It was like some 16-year-olds. They shot up They shot up their classmate's home with like over 150 rounds.
Damn.
They killed his 3-year-old little sister or brother, and the 4-year-old got grazed. So all of this happened because of a argument that happened in school, in high school. 16-year-olds pull up to your crib and shoot over 150 rounds in the middle of the night.
Wow.
Where they get that at?
That's it. Hey,
it ain't hard. You know what I'm saying? Especially when the streets raising them, it ain't hard.
It ain't
Exactly.
hard.
When the daddy's not around.
Because they raised in the streets.
Exactly.
They can get it from a goon or whatever. Hey, let's
Come
get this
on now,
last scripture.
dawg.
Mark 3:25.
The book of Mark, chapter 3 and verse 25.
Come on.
And if a house be divided against itself,
Read.
that house cannot stand.
Now we gotta see this. If the house is divided,
Yeah.
it cannot stand.
Facts.
So if the single mother don't stop with the independent mindset and get a man in the house to help guide it, what's gonna happen?
That house cannot stand.
It's not gonna stand. You're gonna have it all scattered.
Facts. That's heavy.
That's a cold.
That's heavy.
Hey, read 27. Read 27.
27.
Verse 27. No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house.
Damn. So the house is spoiled without the man in it.
Exactly.
He bind the strong man, then he spoiled that thing.
Bombs dropping.
Right. And you know who all master planned this?
Esau.
Your friendly neighborhood white man.
So did.
He said, what
Come
can I
on,
do to
man.
destroy this
Yes.
house? Let me
Yes.
do this.
Hey, so look,
James Carter.
if you like this fire we bringing out, everything
Aight.
that we teaching to our people, make sure, you know what I'm saying, you call us. Make sure you, share this with your family. Like and subscribe. If you want to learn more about your history, call us at 855-484-4842, extension 751. Make sure you tune in on all the
We got
IUIC
a caller?
platforms. Oh, wow. On all the IUIC platforms, all the other radio shows. Let me bring in this caller real quick. Hey, caller, what's your name? Where you from? Let's do a quick one real quick because, we closing out. Shalom, what's your name? Where you from? Go ahead, you on?
Almost.
You're on.
Shalom, brothers. My name's Elijah, and I'm actually from Virginia.
Shalom, brother. You say your name's Elijah?
Yes, I'm a brother Elijah from Virginia.
From Virginia. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing all right. I actually had a question for you all, brothers, or for the brothers. Could you all bring out some quick scriptures to help some of the lost brothers that are actually dealing with this curse? I'm a young brother. I'm age of 22, and I've been dealing with just being lost my whole life. And I'm just trying to get on the path of being a righteous brother, and just dealing with this curse. It has left me lost and not really knowing who I am and like my purpose here. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to see if you all could actually bring out some scriptures for the brothers that are dealing with this curse.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
we got you.
We got you. You got one real quick?
Yeah, get First Kings chapter 2.
Hey, all praises.
1 Kings chapter 2, start at verse 1. All praise to the Most High that you seeking the prophets for the answers, because at the end of the day, this is the only place you're going to get the answers.
That's right.
Hey, I want you to notice something real quick, though. This brother is calling in because he said this is an issue that's going on with him, right? Meaning what? Meaning the single parent, the mother, the independent mother has failed him. Now he's seeking out to who? Men.
Right.
That's right.
And he's seeking out to the right men, not no just Joe Blow in the street doing nothing. He's seeking righteous men. We're going to give you answers according to the Bible. Right. Go ahead, officer.
Read that.
1 Kings chapter 2 and verse 2.
Start at verse 1.
Verse 1. Now the days of David drew nigh that he should die. And he charged Solomon his son,
His what?
saying, his son.
Guess what? You are a son. You were somebody's son. This is what you were supposed to have been taught. Come on.
I go the way of all the earth. Be strong.
Be strong. Be strong. That's what the Bible is telling you to do. Yeah, everybody got baggage. Everybody came into the truth with hang-ups, mental hang-ups, and past experiences. But you got to be strong now. Come on.
And show thyself a man.
You got to show yourself a man. The scriptures say in Philippians chapter 3 and verse 13, I believe, forgetting those things which are behind. And now you got to press towards the mark.
Right.
By being a man. How you going to become a man? Read.
And keep the charge of the Lord thy God.
And keep the charge of the Lord thy God. You have received the charge. You say you're a brother from Virginia. You learning this truth now. Keep the charge. Don't depart to the left or to the right. Come on.
To walk in his ways. To keep his statutes.
Read.
And his commandments.
You got to keep the commandments. Guess what? The commandments is going to turn you into that man that you need to be.
Right.
It's going to turn you into a new man, as the scriptures say. You're going to become stronger. You're going to become braver, more courageous, because God didn't give us the spirit of fear, but of love and power.
That's right.
That's what the Bible says. But first, we must keep God's commandments. Finish that out.
And his judgments and his testimonies, as it is written in the law of Moses, that thou mayest prosper in all that thou doest.
When you keep the commandments of God, when you keep his statutes, you're going to prosper in all that thou doest, and you're going to become a man step by step. Finish that out.
And whithersoever thou turnest thyself.
That's what you got to do. To become that man that you've been wanting to be, you got to start with keeping God's commandments.
All praises.
Hey, that's heavy. I want you to stay on the line, bro. We're going to end this. We're going to end this, but stay on the line. We're going to get with you because we want to make sure you right with the men that's over there, that's over you in Virginia, right? That's where he at?
Yeah.
Virginia. All praise.
Yes,
stay
sir.
on the line. So y'all got to understand, we got men that need help, need to be healed. You know, right now, we'll read Jude. Wait, read Jude real quick. Jude 19. And this is what happened to a lot of the men. This not saying this is the case in this brothers right here, because what Officer Jonah brought out was heavy, that we have to make sure we're keeping the commandments.
Right.
That's the first step of being a man. Applying the commandments, starting within yourself. And then you could go out and do all the helping that's needed for the nation. But read what you got.
Jude, verse 19. These be they who separate themselves, sensual, having not the spirit.
A lot of our men are sensual. They're emotional. And when they're emotional, they're out of the spirit. What did they start doing? They started leaving. They started just separating themselves. They started, well, I ain't really going. I'm not a people's person. That don't make sense. That's what the independent mama says.
Right.
I'm not a people's, I don't need a man. We realize that we need men to help motivate us, help push us, help build us to be better than what they
That's
are,
right.
or better than what we are at the moment.
Exactly.
We need men. But the mindset is you want to be separate, you want to be emotional, and you are out of the spirit. Right. We need our men to be in the spirit. So we're going to show our men according to the scriptures.
Right. One more real quick, because Lord's will, and I know like we said we're going to speak with the brother, but Lord's will, you are congregating. Lord's will, you are dealing with the men that are there in your city, you know what I'm saying, the whole night, because the keeping of the commandments is it. And you cannot do that without making sure that you are congregating with like-minded brothers. Give me Sirach 37 and 12 real quick.
Hey, real point, while you getting that, think about this too, because he's the only one that's reaching out.
Right.
There's many cases like this.
Right.
Some of us was at that moment.
Right.
There's many cases out there. Don't be afraid to reach out to the men, the righteous men that's in these. We got men in every state.
We do.
Don't be afraid to reach out because it's needed for us to get out of this captive state.
That's
at the end of the day. Go ahead.
Read that real quick.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 37 and verse 12. But be continually with a godly man.
So understand, in order to learn these scriptures, to learn what you do and the way in which you must walk, you got to be with godly men continually as much as possible. To learn about what it's saying in 1 Kings, get the charge of the Lord, to keep the commandments, you got to be with godly men in order to get that. Read.
Whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord.
Who you know is to keep the commandments of the Lord. You know it because you gave us a call. But make sure you physically doing that where you at as well. And for the rest of you men out here listening that want to know what you're supposed to do, find the godly men in your state and be continually with them. Read.
Whose mind is according to thy mind.
Who can show you how to get your mind right, and then their mind is according to your mind because your mind is on this Bible because you know that that's what you should be doing. Read.
And will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry.
Miscarry meaning also if anything bad happens. When you're talking about how you was raised up that way and your life is destroyed because of it, because of having only a mother or whatever it is you may be going through. Understand that. So be continually with a godly man. Find them. Get with them, stick with them.
Right. Hey, brother, can you still hear me? He left? He's still on the phone? Okay.
Okay, all praise.
All
When
right,
we
the
about to
brother
close
listening.
out, Lord's
Go
will,
ahead.
we can call him back. We got his number, and if not, okay.
He's still on it? Okay.
So, hey, Lord's will, y'all. Hey, I like another show of ours. Make sure you put in the comments what topic you want for next week, so we can get it popping. And we finna close out. This was
Yes,
sir.
Roll up yep. Don't neglect to give alms. For those who would like to give alms, give alms online. Donate to IUIC.littlerock.ar at IsraelUnite.org.
Right, yeah, y'all donate, man. We look at y'all see the camera. We see the quality of what we got right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got some little IT issues going on. We're trying to get fixed. Support. Go on and help your young brothers, the young prophets over here. Do that. Help us out, you know. Go ahead and donate. It's a good deed. It ain't going to our pockets.
Right.
It's to continue this mission. To
That's
get our
right.
people
The
out of
movement. Don't
captivity.
forget to support the movement as well. The Booster Club, IUIC.fundraising at IsraelUnite.org. The Men of the Lord is out putting in the work. Make sure you support them as well. Those godly men that you should be continually with.
Right. Don't forget we are in Little Rock.
We are.
North Little Rock.
Yes, we are.
1802 Highway 161.
Facts.
North Little Rock, Arkansas. All right, come out, congregate, keep the Lord's Sabbath day, keep the feast days, get built up.
Do that.
And so we can become that righteous nation with married households. No more single women. No more,
Right.
you
So
know.
you single mothers out there. We can show you how to get a man.
Right.
Come and repent. We can show
We
you
can
how
do
to
that.
get a
Right.
man, how to have your son built by a man. All right.
That's
Come
right.
on to our congregation. Come.
Bring your kids, bring your grandpa, your grandma, your pastor, your
Right.
professor, everybody you know that think they know
Everybody.
the Bible.
Right.
Bring them here so that they can be guided the right way.
Just don't bring your doctrines.
Well, you can bring them, just know they're getting smashed.
Right.
Don't
And
bring
we-
that in here.
Keep your foot.
Don't bring that in
Yeah,
here.
When you come
Bo,
in the
yeah,
house
for
of the
sure.
Lord, get, you know.
Hey, so with that, we say shalom.
I gotta keep my integrity. I gotta walk like a man. You better speak up when you talk to me. You better lift up your chin.
the whole world in my hand. I've been here before, that's the reason he sent me to do it all over again. I gotta keep my integrity. I gotta walk like a man. You better speak up when you talk to me. You better lift up your chin. I'm about to take over the globe. I got the whole world in my hand. I've been here before, that's the reason he sent me to do it all over again. Can't take you serious, you acting petty, making me laugh like Ed and Eddie. Run out the truth when things are too heavy, like Kevin Hart, he wasn't ready. I take a bullet, I die for my people. You pull the trigger just to get equal. Most of you people fall out cause it's hard. Take pressure like Job, I'm on my job. I can't believe it, in spiritual Egypt, my people are evil than ever before. They kill a nigga for chicken like damn, bruh, I can't even walk to the store. They be out here screaming, Jesus, I love you, when I know that it's a whole bunch of noise. I can make the world do whatever I want with the spirit of Christ. I got the force. I gotta keep my integrity. I gotta walk like a man. You better speak up when you talk to me. You better lift up your chin. I'm about to take over the globe. I got the whole world in my hand. I've been here before, that's the reason he sent me to do it all over again. I gotta keep my integrity. I gotta walk like a man. You better speak up when you talk to me. You better lift up your chin. I'm about to take over the globe. I got the whole world in my hand. I've been here before, that's the reason he sent me to do it all over again.
I got it. This is a limited edition. No more crack cook in the kitchen. You cannot fathom the picture. The gods on the earth, the immortals are with you. You cannot even the odds. See that the kingdom is ours. Better make haste, you'll be down if you're not keeping these laws. I'm fighting these demons, I'm fighting these heathens. Got a long way to go. Whatever was written was always written. Zephaniah against the ropes. Confusion of faces like mannequins. Arranged things like Mandarin. That probably went over their heads. But I'm back again, demolition man.
I gotta keep my integrity. I gotta walk like a man. You better speak up when you talk to me. You better lift up your chin. I'm about to take over the globe. I got the whole world in my hand. I've been here before, that's the reason he sent me to do it all over again. I gotta keep my integrity. I gotta walk like a man. You better speak up when you talk to me. You better lift up your chin. I'm about to take over the globe. I got the whole world in my hand. I've been here before, that's the reason he sent me to do it all over again.
That boy Kanye, he a con. Confused, the blackity blonde. I think he was in Vietnam. He get in the fight, he'll probably run. We do it for real, he do it for fun. We sit at the table, he begging for crumbs. He touching my plate, you know that ain't safe. He nuts, the vegan, the native mistake. Well done, my faithful servant, for roasting this straight jive turkey. Confront him by his blasphemy, then vroom, watch that Kardashian. I ain't a regular rapper, every bar cold, maybe get registered after. I know he probably ignore this, but till you repent, to save all that shit for the toilet.
I gotta keep my integrity. I gotta walk like a man. You better speak up when you talk to me. You better lift up your chin. I'm about to take over the globe. I got the whole world in my hand. I've been here before, that's the reason he sent me to do it all over again. I gotta keep my integrity. I gotta walk like a man. You better speak up when you talk to me. You better lift up your chin. I'm about to take over the globe. I got the whole world in my hand. I've been here before, that's the reason he sent me to do it all over again.